All right, we're back. Welcome to episode...
Stephen.
Episode Stephen.
91.
Episode 91. I'm glad you're paying attention, Stephen. They all just merge into one gigantic bubble of drinking, in my opinion. Guys, welcome back, of course, to Wine for the People, the happy hour for the next hour where we don't take ourselves as seriously as wines we're going to drink, and even then.
That's why we've changed the name of this episode to Banter for the People.
Banter for the People is what we're playing with today. G'day, Kerry, my lovely mother, chiming in first for the first comment. We need wine in glasses.
We do need wine in glasses.
I'm like jumping straight to this largely because like we were
there
really...
it is! There it is! Because I'm sorry. The conversation I had with you earlier where I said he always says a word that you can tell he's from another state, it's because.
Oh really?
Yeah.
So how do people
like normal people? I don't know. You just
I don't know.
Come on, everyone, chime in.
Because. Yeah, because.
Yeah.
Because?
But you don't say because.
What did I say?
Because.
Oh yeah, I'm from Townsville. Oh,
sorry.
I'm up north.
It's just, I've been trying to remember for ages what it was. It's just like, hey Kerry, how you doing?
Well, tonight we are drinking, and I know we actually have, Noah's off today. Noah's up in the lovely Clare Valley for the weekend, so Laura is manning the producer's studio today.
That's a bit sexist, dude.
It is what? I mean, okay, she's...
Personing.
That's
the correct terminology, I think you'll find.
Is personing, is making sure shit is on lock in the realms of producing this thing. Tonight we are drinking the Remy, which is top end Pinot from BK Wines. Thank you so much, BK, for doing cheeky spots with us. And tonight's guest, of course, you've met him many times previously. 3 or 4 times. He's largely sat in the background for the last couple of weeks, so we're really glad to have him back on. We are talking about Stephen to Horst. Have you ever been called Stephen the Horse? Is that like a thing from like when you were a kid or something?
No one's ever said that. That is by far the first. Do you know what?
It's Stephen the Horse.
Just like no one's ever asked me if they can be my personal chocolate sampler. Is that a job? If you need someone to sample your chocolates.
Right.
Yeah, no, I've never thought of that one.
Yeah, we get that a lot. You know, like, oh man, I could do wine tasting all the time. I'm like, okay, I just want to grab them and I want to put them in the Royal Adelaide Wine Show, judging 78 Shirazes in a row at 8 a.m. in the morning. I could just taste wine all the time. No, absolutely not. It's good. It's good.
Need you ask.
Oh man.
No, dude.
Oh damn, that's good. That's smelling amazing. All right, first things first.
Okay.
And Laura literally right before we hit the stream button showed us this, and I thought that was really, really cool. Apparently, I'm not sure if it's a fake or it's real, but shapes, and you know how much we love shapes.
We do love shapes.
We are absolute fanatics for shapes. Shapes have perhaps released a new flavor.
I'm feeling it's a fake.
I reckon it's a fake.
I reckon it's a cracker fake. Because
I totally because I mean, no one wakes up in the morning to go and buy these shapes.
No one does.
No
one does.
Coriander.
Having said that, I'm well intrigued.
That's it. It's just
because dried coriander tastes like it's not a good taste.
As in like coriander seeds.
Oh no, coriander seeds are amazing. I love
coriander
them.
seeds.
I use them in
fresh
chocolate.
Coriander leaf.
Vastly different worlds.
Yeah. But dried leaf is no bueno. You don't need dried leaf. No one wants dried leaf. I want to know from you guys playing at home, and I reckon this is going to open us to our first topic for this evening.
Oh, good God.
Really divisive flavors. Flavors of things that make people just like, we've actually learned from this. There are certain things that we put on the back of labels and certain things we now don't.
Oh, yeah,
because even though, for me, that sounds appealing, there is like a sect of people that are just hardcore against this flavor.
Yep.
Makes absolutely no sense. So guys playing at home, chime in with your most divisive flavors, the flavors that either like you either horrendously dislike and all of your mates like and think you're a bit of a weirdo, or flip side, you've got a weirdo mate who doesn't like something that you really like. First cab off the rank, aniseed. We didn't anticipate that aniseed flavors.
People don't like it.
Well, there are some people that it's like coriander. Some people that really, really like aniseed.
It's like licorice. because I can't stand Kinotto.
Really?
Yep.
Seriously?
Do I sound like I'm drinking?
Oh, wow.
No,
I've never met someone that doesn't like Kinotto. Well, it's like, do you like
actually, to be quite honest,
do you like Fernet Branca?
It has been so long since I've had Kinotto that I could try it again.
We should do a Kinotto show. Unikinotto. Come on.
It's supposed to be a show of banter. Good banter. I guess we didn't specify good or bad.
Okay. So what?
So in chocolate, my hardest sell, the two hardest sells I have are marzipan. And that I think is because in Australia, marzipan's always been so cheap and it's been made with bitter almond extract. Marzipan is just an almond paste, almond and sugar, and normally egg white to bind. But because in Australia, everything was made cheaply for so long, they put bitter almond extract as the main flavouring profile. And that is not a fun time, bitter almond extract. It's not nice to eat. So people still have that as a memory and they refuse to try.
Well, Liz, my mother goes, marzipan, yuck.
Bam.
Wrong. I love marzipan.
Try high quality marzipan.
I really love it.
So do I.
It's, in fact, if you want to be able to identify in blind tasting, if you want to identify McLaren Vale Shiraz, marzipan is usually one of the first things that you pick up. It is so... some people describe it as... They describe it in different ways. Marzipan or, and this is a really weird one, blood.
Yeah, okay, all right.
There is that sort of, it's like lifted, iron-rich,
metallic.
And you kind of get this a very similar vibe out of marzipan. Yeah, cool. I can skip Kinotto any day, Yuko Frost. Seriously? Maybe I'm the weirdo. See, this is the thing.
Possibly,
this is the thing. It's like, and everyone else hates it, but I love it.
There's a reason why you're not allowed to make wine here anymore.
Sorry, Wendy Davidson horseradish.
Now, interesting fact. Did you know that 99% of all wasabi produced across the world is actually horseradish?
That was going to be my next question, because you've spent a bit of time in Japan. Laura spent a bit of time growing up in Japan. I just fell in love with it later in life. Wasabi and horseradish, are they the same thing or different?
Different. I believe wasabi is of the family, but it's a much harder product to grow. But I'm hoping Yuko can chime in on this one and give us a bit more information.
Wasabi really interesting because we did a gin for Supernormal, amazing restaurant based in Melbourne. And so sorry, Melbourneites chiming in about being locked up at home. We're just as bummed as you are, to be honest. But they were after in that flavor profile of gin, fresh wasabi. And fresh wasabi is really hard to get. We managed to actually get a whole sort of like freezer box full of fresh wasabi from Tasmania.
Oh, really? Yeah, so we're producing... All right, that's cool. That's cool.
But they need fresh flowing water. And I'm like, what are you growing this shit in the river? Like,
but hang on, watercress grows in fresh flowing water. I didn't know...
Yeah, apparently you need like fresh flowing water and it needs to be at a very particular temperature. And that's why Tasmania happens to be one of the...
Leaves or the root?
No, we got sent the whole root and leaves. We got sent like 20 of them.
Did you take a photo?
I've got some. Cool. Still in the freezer.
I want to see.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure we still got some in the freezer. I mean, it's not looking great. It's not, when it rocked up, it was bright green. Then it turned it
goes grey and brown.
Basically like avocado, like a bruised avocado.
I'd like to get some of that and turn it into a chocolate. Just a limited edition wasabi chocolate.
You heard it here first.
I'll do it. I've done it.
I'm not even scared.
No, I did. We did a. I can't remember the name of it, but I do hedgehogs in all these different flavors, and one of them was wasabi peanut. No, wasabi peanut. I don't know. If Chantel's watching, remind me. I can't remember.
Alicia Jane Steele. This is not a flavor per se, but some people look at me weird when I say I like a good oily white wine. That's not weird. They're just uncultured. The people that you're talking to are just uncultured. Alicia, a good oily white wine. Yeah, totally. There is, and it depends. Like oily for me describes not just the texture, but there is actually a smell, a flavor. And like aged Albarino, aged textural whites have this oiliness to them, like a lanolin.
Okay, so different to the fuelish, the diesely sort of smell you get on.
So TDN, trimethyldehyronaphthalene is the wondrous molecule called TDN that is based in Riesling, but also a lot of other aromatic grape varieties that have seen a bit of sun exposure as grapes. No, but this is more for me anyway. Alicia, describe to us what a good oily white wine is to you, like a few that you've had, because it'll help us try to understand you a little bit more. But that's awesome. Stephen, I'll ring and buy some of your marzipan chocolate. Sold! I think horseradish is a substitute of wasabi, but wasabi needs super clean fresh water. Chocolate for the people. We could do chocolate for the people.
We could do chocolate for the people.
You say that, Terry, but this Thursday we will be live streaming. Now, I know I'd said that we'd do Monday and Wednesday. We have had complaints. People want more. You. People were like, they were into it. People want more. And I'm like, my liver, man. But maybe, but what we are doing at the moment is this Thursday, we're trialing something completely new called Cheese for the People. We're going to be going down to Smelly Cheese. I'm going to go say g'day to Valerie on the best and talk cheese for an hour or evening and play a blind tasting cheese game and maybe even some toasty making. But speaking of toasties, have you guys watched the little YouTube video we did at Steve's kitchen the other day?
And no pressure, but voted appropriately. It was not for him.
Honestly, like the amount of votes that we've gotten have actually been pretty damn cool. Like, and it's so, and you can totally tell when, Shane has been out at a party somewhere from Proof Wine Bar and he's like, guys, vote for me. Because then it's like, proof. And then mixture again. And then there'll be like, stuff for ours or stuff for someone else's. So it's actually pretty cool to see everyone engaging.
No bribing, but if I win, whoever gets that dozen will be getting some salted caramel in there as well.
So Terry, we need your vote.
That's it. Surely you've got 15 different email addresses, Terry.
I've got this song stuck in my head. Can I send you a voice note to crowdsource the answer? I have no idea what you're on about, Kerry. Can I say? I'm not even sure if you could send me a voice note, but if you want to be embarrassed, that'll be really interesting.
That'll be good.
Apparently, horseradish is called Western Wasabi in Japanese.
Oh,
that's really interesting.
Yeah, I haven't heard that.
But... Does that mean Stephen the horse is Stephen the Western? Hey, BC just applied for the Cork and Code job on the coast. Fingers crossed. Hey, Jaden, fingers crossed for you. That's awesome.
Sweet.
All right, so I had to.
You said there were two things.
Two things.
Marzipan.
Ooh, picked up on. And ginger.
Ginger.
Now, I love ginger in chocolate. It is one of those things. I make a chocolate. Well, I've stopped making it now, but I make a ginger chocolate that tastes like a ginger nut biscuit. It's spectacular. I could smash it for hours, and yet every time I put it out, it doesn't sell. So I end up just getting rid of it.
Have anyone given you shit for only making dark chocolate over the whole Black Lives Matter thing?
Oh,
no, because I've heard.
Spicy.
I don't want to know. I don't want to get into like the nitty gritty of all of it. But I've heard some quite remarkable things over the course of the last couple of weeks. People that are like just jumping on anything.
Like the mayor of London, Sadiq Khan, who wants to get rid of the name Black Cabs, the most iconic cab in the world apart from yellow cabs.
But that's the colour.
I know. It's all anyway. Let's not go there.
But no one's
griefed the chocolate yet.
So I was thinking of something the other day, and it sort of dawned on me because I don't see a lot of chocolatiers around.
Oh,
like there's not that many.
Yeah.
Right. But
not like winemakers. Dime a dozen.
And I was no, but you're right. No, you're kind of right. There's a lot of winemakers, a lot of chefs.
Yeah.
A lot of different restaurants around. Is being. And it kind of, I don't know why it dawned on me. I was standing in the shower at the time.
That would be why.
Thinking of you, Stephen.
I don't blame you.
It dawned on me that is being a chocolatier, caring about the artisan craft, caring about, the literally bean to bar stuff.
Yep.
Is it like being like Wolfgang Puck and you wake up one day and every restaurant is a McDonald's and every restaurant is like a Hungry Jack's? Is it similar to that? Or if you're like, you're Duncan Welvermoe, you're Ben Shuri and you wake up and it's just like, it's White Castle everywhere and there are no restaurants and people just really like their fucking White Castle and they go home, they do their Netflix and chill shit and that's it. Is that what it's like?
I guess to a certain extent, either that or chocolatiers are just like they like to stay out of the limelight unless they're egotistical like me.
What do you mean? You're live streaming on camera right now.
Yeah, how many? There's not that many other chocolatiers who've named it first and last name after themselves in Australia, really, are there? Even Hague's, it's now the family name.
Well, that's really interesting, actually. Talk about family names with South Australian businesses. Something that, and I thought it was really sneaky. Now, for those South Australians that are actually watching, maybe you can confirm this for me. Drake's supermarkets.
Yes.
No longer Foodland. Kept the same colours as Foodland, though.
Oh.
Yeah, you didn't. Did you know that they weren't Foodland?
I had an inkling, but I hadn't.
I think they started up as Foodland,
Yeah.
but they're not anymore. But now they're Drake's, and even their little Foodland thing, you're like, oh, it's just Foodland. You know, no, that's Drake Supermarkets.
Going around the little trolley.
Yeah, going around a little trolley. I was really quite surprised because we have closies, and then I was like, it's such a weird thing to have last names as supermarkets, and I was like, no, it's not. Coles, Woolworths.
Yeah.
We might actually have a third player. I didn't realise Drake's are in like Sydney.
Yeah, I didn't realise they were
Brisbane.
quite as big, and they run under the. Aren't they part of IGA?
Well, so's Foodland, which made me really confused. Have Drake's
so
outgrown Foodland.
I think it's same suppliers,
But it's cool. They're superior.
yeah.
They're the superior supermarket, and not just on quality, but on price. It's incredible.
okay.
Like, it's very rare for you to go to a local supermarket and be like, this is actually better than going to Woolworths. I mean, most things to me seem better than going to Coles.
Oh, dude, Coles,
So
honestly.
I mean, last time I went into Coles.
when I was a kid, and this is a couple of days ago. But Coles was still Coles New World.
Coles was pretty good.
Coles New World. That's how old I am. Shh.
It's like Old World or New World. It's Coles.
Yeah, and then they dropped the New World. But Coles was always better than Woolworths, and then Woolworths went through a massive rebranding. And internally, when you go into the Woolworths shops, they look nice. But then you have like the Foodland at Fruval and Pasadena, and you walk into that, and you're like, "See you later, Woolworths." You got nothing.
Seriously,
on this.
I've never seen anything like it. Like down at like Fruval Food. Like I can't even find it in other states. Unless you go to a specialist.
Yeah.
Like, and even then, like you're talking somewhere really bougie in Melbourne, where it's like an Italian, thing.
Yeah.
Whereas this is agnostic. This is just all awesome food in all one place, all the time, guaranteed supply, really, really good pricing, and
they
pretty
do a
sustainable
really, really
access
good job.
as well.
Yeah.
Other flavors that people haven't vibed on. Lavender.
Well, lavender's one of those things where I've made chocolates with lavender, and if you hit it too hard, it just tastes like your grandma's bathroom smells.
It's a little bit like lemon myrtle then, in that respect.
Yeah.
Like lemon myrtle, like you salt bay that, you don't spread it on.
Yeah, that's right. You go easy as. Yeah,
You go easy as. See, I'm a massive fan of lavender, like massive. I really, really, really dig lavender as a flavor in pretty much everything.
Okay.
Like lavender flavored. I know it's going to sound really weird. We're at a restaurant once, and they brought out this dessert, and it was like a panna cotta, and it was a lavender panna cotta. It was like,
but they'd have a
and
delicate
dairy.
touch with it though.
It wouldn't have mattered in my mind.
Could have, but honestly, it tastes soapy. If you
Yeah,
put,
I know, but-
like coriander, if you go way too heavy.
So is this the thing where like, okay, one thing I don't understand, the coriander soap thing, that I genuinely do not get.
I don't have a problem with
I don't know what kids were washing themselves with as a child to get this whole concept of, and I get the lavender soap thing. My parents bought Imperial leather, so I never got subjected to lavender soap ever. It was always white soap. We're gonna dance.
So many bad jokes.
We're gonna be dancing inside. I hadn't realised Drake's is black and yellow, isn't it? Yes,
Yeah.
Tim. Yes, absolutely is. Drake's is black and yellow. And I thought not Lobe Foodland. That's just what we know. I thought Foodland was like black and yellow. Like that was their updated thing. Because you look down at Google, but it's like yellow.
Same as the crows, isn't it?
What are the fucking crows? I don't follow.
I don't follow it either. I'm just taking a stab here, trying to pretend that I'm in with the hip kids.
Well, Alicia's chimed in saying Yalumba Rusan was the last good oily white I had. Not usually a big fan of Yalumba, but this was so good I kept the bottle to remind me of it again. That's actually pretty cool. Like, I imagine that would have had maybe a bit of age on it.
Cool.
But it's dead right then. Aged textural white varieties are probably what you're gonna like totally be your jam. So things like Albarino, Fiano, older Chardonnays probably gonna be up there. Rusan's just classic. Rusan and Marsan. In fact, some really, really great Marsan coming out of New South Wales. Very old vines, but like 1800s vines that you can pick up. It's probably one of the rarest places to get Marsan as well. Paul Crozier, Jesus, don't go there. I think that was in reference to the, I was just curious. This is one of those shows where you can just ask any question. It kind of doesn't matter. Like, do you regret not just becoming a full-blown chef? And
me?
Yeah, well,
God no.
Do you classify yourself, you're a chocolatier, but is that a pastry chef? Is that the
same?
No.
No. So they're not actually the same world. So they have been they've been shoehorned into the same world because way back when, so this is one of those weird admissions. I'm not actually a chocolatier. I'm a chocolatier. I don't have a certificate or anything like that that says I'm a chocolatier.
Do you need one?
Well, over in Europe, yes. Yeah. In Australia, not so much. So this is like lived experience, I guess, whatever they call it now. But back in the day, so I'm not sure of the exact year, but there actually used to be a chocolatier course that you could go and do, like a certified government-approved chocolatier course. Yep. But then the big companies realised that once someone's certified, you've got to pay them more, appropriately.
Yeah.
So they petitioned the government to get rid of the chocolatier course, and now it's just mashed in with patisserie at TAFE. But so for me, when I studied, I went specifically to go and study chocolate. Then the pastry and cakes came second.
So where do you go as a certified chocolatier in Australia for a job?
What?
Free shocks. It's like, no, seriously.
Men's, I guess. Yeah. There's definitely places around. There are big companies now.
Hagues, I guess.
Cocoa Black, Hagues.
Yeah.
All of those sorts of.
But they get all their stuff made in Australia.
Yeah.
They do. I've seen the Hagues factory, but
so they actually Hagues are one of the few places that actually bring in their own cacao and then roast grind and process.
And what about was it cocoa? What was
Cocoa Black?
Are they going to have to change their name too?
Oh, they could do.
Yeah,
we're about to get another. Don't go there.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, right. So but do they actually have their own sort of production facility, or is it like
Cocoa Black or
yeah?
Cocoa Black are a Melbourne-based company. They've got 6 or 7 outlets, maybe more at this point. It's been a while.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's actually impressive. So people, obviously, there is an entire world out there. I'm just a pleb. I'm still a pleb.
That's why I love it.
That just still smashes Cadbury. Actually, I'm not at the moment. If my thing is, if you're gonna eat chocolate, may as well eat really good fucking chocolate, right?
That's the way.
I'm actually mid-COVID. I was like, anything will do. It's like anarchy. Like, let's just send it. But now, I'm back to. Is it Coles World or Wool World? I don't know. Don't Coles have Coles Group, like they're Wesfarmers, right?
They're Wesfarmers.
Yeah. Don't they also have Bunnings?
Yes.
I mean, they do a pretty good job with Bunnings.
They do.
Why don't they do a good job with supermarkets?
Good God, no, I have no idea. It is, every time I have to race into a Coles, it's just such a depressing, overly lit,
Man, I went to a Coles not that long ago, and I was like, I was looking for the most basic class, and the San Remo number 5, right?
Yeah.
The spaghetti, the stuff you're raised on. Yeah. And I was like, I couldn't find it. It's like, who doesn't have San Remo? And I had to actually go, how often do you go in a supermarket? Actually go to the customer service there. And actually ask for help, not to ask for, I did it on the weekend. Ooh. And 2 places. At Drake's and Woolies, and I'll tell you about that in a second, but I'm pissed off with this. This is the most basic fucking necessity that is no longer stocked in supermarkets, and it's heresy. But yeah, now you're curious. Yeah. No, I went to this Coles and I was like, man, where is the San Remo? And he's like, no, we're like one of these trial stores. Sometimes I pick a random store and we're gonna trial something different. They sorted the aisles by rep. Okay. They sorted the aisles by distributor. So when the distributors could come in, they could come in, do their stock checks, and ping off.
So I guess...
Had nothing to do with customers. They had pasta in 7 different places.
So what?
Based on the distributor that distributes that pasta.
No.
It was ridiculous. I couldn't find anything. They're like, oh yeah, but any pasta will do. Any pasta won't do. No, there's Barilla and there's San Remo. Fuck me. And they should be next to each other because penne from Barilla is superior to San Remo and spaghetti is superior, plus it's local.
That's it.
Like, duh. You know, it's simple
Seems
stuff.
straightforward to me.
But no,
Seems
get this.
straightforward.
Woolies and Drakes. Do you think, or do you not think,
Here
it
we
is
go.
a basic necessity for a supermarket to stock coffee filters?
Paper filters.
Just normal coffee filters, paper filters.
Yeah, my Woolies still does.
No. Murray Bridge, Drakes, and Woolies. You have something to answer. Both of them. None of them. They've got their instant,
Yep.
their beans,
Yep.
and their pods. And pods.
Pods have gone mental.
Pods take up like
cannot
3 or 4
believe.
bays now. Like seriously, you don't need that many pods. And they're really like not
So
sustainable.
we've got to destroy
like,
the planet quicker than what we're doing. Settle down.
But
These big companies have
and
to
then
help.
I'm looking at the beans side of things, and I'm like, you have no filters. How can you use the beans? Oh, you can use the little French pressings like that. You are correct. Yeah.
That's
Can,
not what
do,
I
you,
want.
do you sell me grinders? No, you don't. You don't sell. It's just odd.
Oh, do
It's
you remember
just-
when you used to be able to go in and buy your beans and grind them in the coffee aisle?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Oh, you don't know that Pasadena.
That's
Pasadena approval to still do that. All right, so we're going to jump onto the first of the blind tasting for tonight.
Excellent.
Of course, and we've got back to the OG.
Oh.
We've gone OG with this. I reckon I was sick and tired of the other graphics, so we went with the cool teal sort of retro look. I'm feeling it. All right, so you've brought a banging little wine.
I have indeed.
I'm excited about this.
So am I.
Alicia, try Pecorino from the Marque. Yeah, I will vouch for that. This is variety from the region, quite robust, dry. And you know what's really cool about, Kerry, it's my lovely mother, she's dead right. Like it wouldn't be often that I'd admit this, but she's absolutely dead right. Pecorino as the wine is so textural.
I can't
Rusana
wait to see
Pecorino,
you
like-
screw this up tomorrow night when you, Thursday night when you're doing cheese for the people when you start talking pecorino and it's going to be like, oh,
No, she's spot on, and it's sheep's cheese because of pecorino, like
Yeah.
means sheep, baby sheep. And La Marque
baby
produces.
sheep, hey? We got a special word for that.
Oh, we're gonna get some pecorino. We're gonna get some pecorino for Thursday because we're gonna have
love
pecorino and pecorino and see if they actually do go together. Because that is
if
so
you,
cool.
If you swing past the shop, I'll throw you a jar of salted caramel. You can have that amazing pairing of salted caramel and Parmigiano Reggiano 24-month-old.
We have
It
had.
is so good.
There is another.
So
there's
good.
like this orange wash rind that I had the other day that goes with your.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Sweet.
She blew my mind. All right, so on to the first blind tasting. Oh, this is interesting. So this is one that Stephen you've brought.
It is.
This smells right up my alley.
Does it?
Absolutely. For those playing at home that maybe listen to this as a podcast, we're talking like confected, lifted, bubblegummy. Like this is when I use that word debaucherous red. Like this is just red that's immediately appealing.
Fun.
Oh, fun is an understatement for this style of red wine. And I know I can't see it's black, but black glass. Sorry, black glass.
Cool.
Put your thing down.
Oh, putting my comments down.
Sorry.
So, question. I guess the first one, red or white?
It's red.
It is red.
Straight off the smell, it's red. It's so lifted. It is like, it's almost like it's got a little, like a dose of some aromatic variety, like co-fermented with it.
Okay.
It's so, that's how lifted it is. It's almost like smelling rose petals in a red.
Yeah, all right.
That is
Yeah, I'm kinda getting
incredible.
that.
I'm into this.
Oh. Yeah, that's good
I'll
fun.
tell you what, like, that is acid for days as well. I would be, if this is an amazing Nero, like, this is like, I've not seen great varieties that are this lifted, that are this acidic, and I mean that in a really, really, really awesome way. Like,
Awesome.
this is like mouth-wateringly delicious. Like,
Yeah.
I'm salivating right now.
You could shut down a lot of this quite easily.
No tannin. That's what I love about this. Like, we always brag about tannin like it's a good thing. Like, you want to, like,
You don't always want it though.
no, you don't ever want to like sit at home, turn on the TV, and then just hit the volume up button, hit the saturation button up, hit the contrast up, and you end up with the most fucked image ever.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
no, like sometimes you actually don't want tannin. You don't want tannin when you have so much acid. Otherwise, tannin and acid are like equate to bitterness.
Yeah.
You know, and you don't
yeah.
want bitterness in this. And I think with something that's so high acid, you're always going to be fighting bitterness. This is an incredible one. This
Cool.
is I'm into this.
So old or new world?
I think it's New World.
New world. Excellent.
You are correct. Thank you. It's so primary. It's so primary. It's so like bright, fresh blue fruits, like just staring at you, yelling at you in the face.
Yeah.
Basically, it's very debaucherous. And oh man, it could even be like a high acid Grenache. Touriga fucking is right in there as well. This gives me Touriga like vibes with higher acid. Cool. I'm into it.
So,
All right.
let me think.
New world.
New world. So, South Africa, Australia, New Zealand.
Nah, it's got to be Oz.
It's got to be Oz.
Yeah, look, it could be. Ooh, shit. It could be South Africa.
You know I like messing with you though.
Yeah, I reckon you're messing with me. I reckon it's Australia, but you know what? If it was going to be South Africa, it would be a Swartland Pinotage called Lamb from Lamashuk.
Okay.
Yeah, it would be. That's in the right realm of this.
Okay.
This is certainly cool. Okay, but I'm going Oz.
You going Oz?
Yeah.
Correct. So, now I'm thinking. So we're going states now. South Australia, Victoria, Tasmania, just because I can.
Oh. It's Tasmania. It's Tasmanian Pinot. No, Tasmanian Gamay. This is so good.
You sure?
Yeah.
No.
Shit. No, just because like the combination of cold and high acid and leaner fruit weight, no tannin. Tasmania is a very legit choice.
Yeah. No, I'm not disagreeing with you. So
it's SA.
It's SA.
It's SA.
It's SA. So, Hills, Vale, Riverland.
Hills.
Hills?
Yeah.
Wrong.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? Can I have a second choice without you revealing it?
Yeah.
No, just obviously moving on because like it makes it more impactful if I get it wrong again.
Yeah, cool.
You know?
Fire on.
Because then Vale?
No.
Wow. That's the result I was hoping for because like that from the Riverland, I'm so impressed.
Yeah.
I am so impressed
Very
with
good,
this.
isn't it?
That is so well balanced. That is tight, man. That is amazing. Okay.
So where are we at now?
Yeah.
Oh, are we going variety now?
And we can go real deep. We can go like Barbara, Loxton, Waker.
We can.
I'd say it's Barbara. I'd say it's Barbara.
This is where I got to get out my notes.
No, I'd say it's Barbara. No, go variety. Go variety.
All right. So it's.
Is it?
First of all, is it a single variety or is it a blend?
I think it's a single variety.
It's a blend.
Okay.
Now I can't. I know. I can't tell you percentages of the blend, but
okay.
Good God.
But can you tell me? Can you give me options for what varieties are in it?
Yeah. No.
You can't?
Yeah, no, I can. So Grenache. Touriga. Another one that I can't pronounce, so we'll just get to it when you figure out what one of the blends is.
Wow. Okay. That's interesting.
And Mencia.
And Mencia.
Thank you.
And Mencia. I don't think there's any Mencia in Riverland. I've never heard of it. If I'm tasting, this will be my first Mencia from the Riverland, and I'm like,
well,
just
that'd
like
be magical, wouldn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Shiraz. Nah, I can't see Shiraz in this. I can see Grenache in this, and whatever the magical variety is. What is it?
So it's a Touriga blend.
Oh, how good is that? That's
And,
so good.
Prieto Picuria.
Fuck me, I don't know. Can I have a look? Oh no, well I'm not going to get it. Look, if I'm going to try to take a random.
No, because then I've got to. All right. I've got to crack it. I'm actually throwing in an extra category.
Okay.
So extra category is closure. Screw cap, cork, goon. As all of the little wheels fall into place.
I already know what the wine
The cogs are turning, and we've arrived.
as soon as I'm 99% confident on this now.
Yeah.
Like I keep a thumb on the pulse of amazing wines, and I know Steve does as well. We actually tried to get an amazing wine to try tonight as well, the Hills Appeal.
Oh, I'm gonna.
Because I know we've just, and it's a good reason to obviously, and I know you guys want to know what it tastes like. We're definitely going to review it and rate it.
We know it's going to be good.
We know it's going to be good. And it's for a good
Murdoch
reason, and it's not even like that expensive.
No.
Like, you should just buy the
No, it's 6 for, what is it, 150 or something?
Yeah.
It's cheap as
bargain.
chips. And I'm tight when it comes to wine as well, so.
No, so this is Goon. Totally, isn't it?
This is correct.
This is Delinquente's Portuguese pirate blend. And I
couldn't even get to vintage, could I?
As soon as I got the message sent to me, because I subscribe to all of Delinquente's stuff because I love the wines, I called him up and I was like, Greg, you can't call it Portuguese, man, because it's not from Portugal. And he was like, shit, yes, right, okay, I did think about that. That's what I think. So if you, depending on the actual one that you've got, it may be the last one with that, maybe like a limited.
I've got the, because I actually had the man himself.
Oh, this is so cool.
The man himself delivered to my shop.
This is so cool. So we love Delinquente. It's easily one of our favorite producers on the show.
100%.
This is Gregorio doing the, is it on this side? 30% alcohol, Portuguese red blend. Tarriga and what?
Dude, I can't pronounce that.
This is very much in the vibe of wines that I enjoy drinking. I enjoy Goon. What is it called? Prieto Picudio. Sure.
I'm pretty sure we've said it wrong as well.
Pretty sure we've said it wrong.
Yeah.
But I tell you what, the wine's fantastic. The wine is like right in that absolute.
I don't know if they got any left because I think they only released 100. You get twin packs of the red blend and the white blend. But if they're still available, jump on them because they are damn tasty. Oh yeah, cool.
All right, so Kerry is insisting that I play a song.
Okay.
I wanna know. I've never had this happen before, where a viewer has sent me a voice clip. Can you guys hear that? This is my sister-in-law, so I'm well vested in the ability to be able to embarrass her right now. So this is going to be permanent.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's
So
get it out there.
people playing at home, we need to know the name of this song. All right.
Solid work.
Just
So
commitment.
good.
That was commitment.
That was good commitment.
First person to name that song, we will send and Supersonic Turtle 02 will confirm that it is indeed the song. We will send you a bottle of wine. So the game is on. Clock is ticking, people. The game is on. We would like to know the name of that song. How'd you pull that from a bottle, Noah? Noah's not here. G'day, Aiden. Thanks for chiming in. All right, so you can't Google those lyrics. It's San Francisco. Is this correct?
Yeah.
It is correct. Aiden wins.
There we
That was
go.
so quick.
That was good.
That was incredible. That was like a matter of seconds, really. That was like at least 10 seconds. There you go, Aiden. Actually worked brilliantly.
That is what makes the internet beautiful. Sometimes the internet's dirty, but that's what makes it beautiful.
That is, yeah, that's right. All right, and you know what? Kerry's actually going to organise that for you, Aiden, when she gets into work tomorrow. That's fantastic. All right, so what was I going to ask next?
I don't know.
Flavours. Flavors that people find really, really opposing, like really polarizing. What about wines? Wines that you find really polarizing. Ooh. Natty wines, I guess. Not specific producers.
No,
flavors in wine. High acid is something that we're learning.
Actually, I think what a lot of people are struggling with right now, and I find this to be like chefs who just eat the most weird part of an animal or something and just always say that it's magnificent, and the average person is just sitting there going, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, but okay. and eventually it catches on and people know what you're talking about. But a lot of orange wines, I think people are struggling with orange wines. When I first encountered them, I was like, all right, what's going on here? Now I'm understanding what's going on.
Yeah.
I enjoy them a hell of a lot more than I did in the past, but still, I know that it's been around for a while, but I think to most people, it's still going to feel like a new category.
I think so too. So we had, of course, the release of Esoterico.
Yeah, that's correct.
Of which, you know, is best paired with a toasty.
It is indeed.
And we've had a couple of customers that have absolutely loved Esoterico, and they decided to branch out and buy Dreamer's Creed, which is our sort of like Big Daddy orange wine.
Yep.
But it is nothing like Esoterico. It is another whole beast.
Yep.
It is bone dry. You know, and I mean like super dry. And it's like polarizing for them because they've also just dropped $50 on the thing, and it's or a little bit less, I think, at the moment. And it's sort of like, well, how come I really like this and didn't like this? And it's still very confusing for them. And it's like hard to kind of go, well, this is what you're seeing, that like how amazing orange wine is, the ability for it to overexpress the variety that it's made from. And of course, Esoterico is made from a bunch of varieties, but if you look at all of them, and if you're admittedly, I know this is tough, but if you're a winemaker, you know all those varieties are stupidly aromatic. And when I mean aromatic, I'm talking rose petals for days. I'm talking the smell of this wine times 10. Now you leave it on its skins, you're going to get more of that. So that's why Esoterico for me is, you know, was like a no-brainer. In how you would actually craft it. You craft it from those grapes, and you'd mature it for a whole year just to even get more of that. You want to get as much of that shit as possible, and you want to put it in a bottle where it's like a really sort of overt thing where people smell it and they go, "Whoa, I'm onto something different now." Whereas Dreamer's Creed is more a sort of minute look at Fiano. On skins in amphora with no sulfur. Like it's looking at it's barking up a different tree, but it's still orange wine. It's still orange wine, which is why like I think a lot of people find it tough to be able to go, I like orange wine. It's sort of like saying I don't like Chardonnay. But I love Chardonnay.
You can't generalize like that, can you?
No, I don't think you really could. We got pterodactyls in here.
That is a big sumbitch.
I have no idea what that is.
It's hanging off the edge of the lamp right there. That's like a face chewer, man. That is creepy as.
San Cisco's the band. I think the song is called Awkward. The song is called Awkward.
There we go.
There we go. Aiden, geez, we have like, it's like we have like...
It's like a magician.
We have like guardian angels on this show. Thank you so much, Aiden. This is amazing wine. I feel so bad doing this, but I want to have a look at it. I know, but yes. No, because Touriga is one of the most beautiful... Like,
I can't do it. Here we go. That's what deserves to be thrown away rather than this.
This is,
I mean, you know.
It's one of the most beautiful wines, like Touriga.
Have
you had much
the
Touriga
ruby
before?
colour. Yeah, I quite enjoy Touriga.
I'd like to know what
I think Leno did a pretty good job of it with...
Justin Lane?
Yeah, at when he was The Love of God, Stephen.
Alpha Box?
Thank you.
Yeah.
And did they do... I think he did one with King and Country as well, didn't he?
Yeah, Touriga is severely underrated. In fact, I was just talking about to a grower today about actually getting some Touriga grafted up in Clare Valley. Because it's... Yeah, I know. It'll be totally sick. Because, I don't know, a lot of people are like, oh, they're port varieties and they look very porty. And I'm like, but you pick it at 16% alcohol, yeah. It doesn't matter what you grow. It's gonna look porty. But this doesn't. And this would be guaranteed the Touriga port clone.
Yep.
And it's fresh and vibrant and fun and
gorgeous.
lifted. But it tends to be a little bit hollow. Touriga is like the Portuguese, Cabernet Sauvignon. Where it's like, it's hollow in the middle, and it's got like a lot of tannin at the front, a lot of bitterness at the back. It's got everything, and it's got florals for days, but it just is missing the fleshy, missing the fleshy sort of mid palate that you typically would need something like a Tempranillo or Grenache or something else to be able to contribute to. And we were thinking,
okay,
Touriga and Dolcetto would be a match made in heaven.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever seen that cruising around before.
No, you wouldn't. We'll be the first. But it's in our name, Unico, unique. That's the whole point. Kerry Carter's chiming in with a question. She just said, Stephen,
That is the best question ever.
Yeah. All right, moving on to our next blind tasting of this evening. Stephen, would you mind grabbing a...
I will do the selection, and I won't be lazy like other guests. I'll actually get up there.
Yeah. No, it's white. I mean, I don't know what they are, but it could be anything. All right. That was awesome.
Do you know what this is like? Lucky Dip.
He's on Lucky Dip. It's on Lucky Dip.
But you reach into the Lucky Dip box, and you're like, which one feels like it's going to be
more expensive?
What's going to be better? I don't want a crap plastic bracelet.
Yuko's trying to where's Terry? Terry is here. Terry's indeed here. He's just chiming around in the background. He was in here earlier before. I was going to say early this morning. We've been live streaming for that long. Maybe we should do like a 24-hour.
I would definitely be a part of a 24-hour live stream.
We're thinking of, we are looking at expanding the show at the moment. It's tentative. It's very tentative, but we're looking at a space in the city. Yeah, we are looking at a space in the city this week.
Excitement.
And I reckon we could do a charity thing.
Oh yeah?
We could do a charity, like 24 hours of streaming.
Yeah,
I reckon that would be.
Oh, like the telethon.
Yeah.
A wine-a-thon.
Yeah, where you know you can.
We could have people donate bottles of wine, and then people can chime in online and auction, and we can auction them off.
Auction them off.
Yep. And then we'll just do, say, 5 or 10 blind wines to get auctioned as well.
Yep. Yeah, so we'll buy 2 of each wine.
Yep.
And so we can blind taste the ones. Guys, would you be into a 24-hour, like, live stream-a-thon?
Yep.
Where we get, like, all-star guests coming in. I mean, I don't know
that counts me out straight
I don't
away.
know. I don't know who's coming at 1 a.m. in the morning. I don't know how that's going to work. But that's cool. I think
Could you
really
imagine,
cool.
right, just 2 people, let's say just you and me,
yeah,
24-hour stream, how absolutely, like you'd want one of those time lapses just to see them from normal person to, oh Jesus, they shouldn't have been drinking for that 24 hours.
Yeah, but I mean, I suppose you need to eat. You know,
yeah.
So we just get Uber Eats.
No, we won't get Uber Eats.
No, we're not going to get Uber Eats.
do that.
But we would get local restaurants to come and cook on the show.
Yeah.
We'll have like a little.
Oh yeah,
man, we could have John
O'Hersey.
O'Hersey.
Yeah,
could yeah, absolutely. Could bring his.
Don't look. I know you're trying to see what color.
No, I wasn't trying to look.
You are the biggest cheat ever. Every time I see in that audience, I watch it and he's just done it again.
I don't know what it is. I genuinely don't. To be honest, the color is so easy to guess off the smell, except for the one time. The one time when we both fucked it up. And I'm pretty confident that was. Was it? I think it could have been a Dylan. I think it was a Dylan Quinte one.
Oh yeah, all right.
Well, Stephen will be in Adelaide next week. We'll drop by to pick up some chocolate.
Awesome.
Hey, cool.
Nice.
If Terry's there, why isn't he in front of the camera? He's not physically here.
He's spiritual.
He was just in the chat room.
Yeah. Terry is like the Jesus of this show. He's
omnipotent.
He's the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost.
He's the Alpha and Omega. You need to have different guests to visit throughout the 24 hours. Keep it interesting. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, for me as well, for you guys. You know, but we need to understand who's at the last. Like Laura would have to be in the last hour to keep me alive. But like at hour 23, it would need to be someone like Duncan. You know, someone just like. You know, that could come with Duncan Welgemode, guys. Chef,
keep mashing that name, son.
Yeah. Well, is it
Welgemode?
I've never heard it pronounced that way. Is that how it's pronounced?
I'm pretty sure.
It's
he's
South
South African and it's a Dutch thing. So
it's a Dutch thing.
Yeah, Welgemode.
Jesus Christ.
If I'm wrong, his restaurant's not too far from my shop, so I expect a bitch slap. Yay! All right. How does that work? How do you drink from one and then go straight to the next?
Well, this fuels me for this.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, it's to be honestly, comparative tasting.
Yeah.
And I know that sounds really odd, but like I know that wine there, and this is actually really something interesting that Steve's just picked up that I do. Honestly, I do it out of like
reflex.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, cool.
I know that wine is so left of center, not in style, but in acidity.
Okay.
And high acid cleanses. So. I've had a bunch of.
You haven't had a smell of this wine, then, have you?
No, not yet. No, I haven't yet. But I just had a bit of cider. Cider's not exactly cleansing for me because of the residual sweetness. So jumping onto a bone dry high acid wine, irrespective, and I know it has no tannin. That was able to give me a cheeky little cleanse. Oh wow. Yeah. Okay. All right, I'm going to shove the comments down.
Cool.
White or red?
Mate, if this is an amazing, I'm going to go Berg. If this is amazing Burgundy, borderline Chablis, like, I'll eat my hat.
Wow.
I'll eat my hat. This is amazing fucking Chardonnay. This is white.
It's white, yeah.
Correct.
Yay.
Where does this come from? This is awesome.
Well, isn't that the point of what we're doing?
This is so good.
All right, can we skip Old World, New World and just
It's
go
Old World.
Yeah.
country?
It's old world. Okay, go country. It's
Okay.
France.
Is it French, South African, or American?
It's France.
I have had almost no American wines, so I'm going to go with France as well.
Correct.
I think. Like a puppy, I'm going to follow you. Not necessarily know much.
It's amazing. There's you know, it's yeah.
It's almost got that.
It's good.
It's almost got that. It's so close to that sort of traditional champagne brioche smell.
Yes.
But not. Like,
Yes.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I'm looking at this 100% from my field.
For me, I smell that and I go Lees. You know, but really, really, really good Lees. Some of the best.
Yeah.
And Lees being the leftover yeast cells. Quite often winemakers will actually barrel ferment and then stir it up, called batonnage, to try to get more of that flavour in there. And this has that smell. But funnily enough, Lees the same smell of what we call autolytics.
Okay.
As they eat themselves. That,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
basically is brioche, is the smell of bread. This has that amazing smell. It's not an oaky smell. That's why I was like borderline Chablis.
Yeah,
because
it's not oaky. It's
like someone in Burgundies like would use a liberal dose of oak, and you would see that in the wine. It's just like, you know,
Wood
like,
chips.
Wood
Wood chips
just
for
like
days.
heaps. But I don't see that.
No.
I see
No, okay.
really
Yep.
amazing fruit and really amazing yeast, just in perfect concert. This is tensioned. It's poised. This is.
fucking yummy.
It is really yummy. It's really yummy.
Good.
Okay, cool. All right, so we're in France. Where
So
are
that's
we?
why you don't be lazy and just reach the
you know, this could be
nearest
like
bottle.
this could be like Melon de Bourgogne. Like it could still be Loire. You know, it could still be, you know. Okay.
Notice the face going slightly blank, but yeah.
This could be many things, but I'm like, you know, it's the gut reaction.
Yeah, cool. And it's
Okay,
been a
well-
while since the gut's been friendly to you.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. Is it Loire, Burgundy, or Jura?
Oh,
Fucking rough.
I
That's rough because it could be
was
Jura,
going to say
Chardonnay,
it could be
underfloor.
just- I'm going to go out there first and say Jura. I'll be wrong, but that's fine. I'm at least
Fair.
taking a stab.
It's Berg.
It is Burgundy.
There we go. Had to take a try.
There's just a finesse. There's an elegance. There's everything in balance. Nothing. It's like Goldilocks.
It's like the exact opposite of the two of us.
Yeah, exactly right. Exactly. You know, it's not a takes one to know one kind of thing when you're identifying these wines. It's very much the opposite. Okay, we're in Burgundy. Are we
Okay.
grape variety, or are you going to go down to sub-regions?
No, let's go
Sub-regions.
sub-regions.
Okay, cool,
because
cool.
is it Chablis,
Okay.
is it Côte de Beaune, or is it Mâconnais?
Ooh. Good questions.
Knowing
Yes,
that
good
Chablis is a region of...
Burgundy. Yeah, it's like well north. Mâconnais is well south. Burgundy is this big sort of sausage in the middle.
I tried to let it go.
Mâconnais, if this is Mâconnais, this is a very atypical Mâconnais because Mâconnais will typically show a fair amount of like fruit ripeness being so far south and being so like lacking so much oak. Mâconnais is pretty like liberal on oak use too. It's Chablis though. There's something about this wine that tells me that it's not Chablis. It tells me that it's Berg, but it looks like Chablis. Yeah, it's just weird because there's no oak on it. But there's like a pristineness and ripeness. There's like it's odd when you see like a technically perfect wine.
Yeah.
And I mean no disrespect to who was involved with this, but it's not one-dimensional, but it's like flatlining. It's not like it's dying. It's just everything is in balance. Therefore, nothing is interesting.
Yeah, okay, I get what you're saying.
Therefore, nothing is atypical. It is just so precise.
Yeah.
Nothing sticks out as. It's not a very thrilling drink. It's actually just one that you sit back and just really appreciate
It for what it is.
You know, it's hard to do this. This rarely happens. It's easier to take a punt, take a risk, and produce a thrilling wine as an offset.
It's almost a yellow golden kiwi fruit flavour in the background.
For sure, yeah. Totally. Look, I'm going Burgundy.
So Cote d'Ivoire.
Yeah, Cote d'Ivoire.
No.
Okay.
I'll chuck out Chablis then.
No.
It's Maconnais.
Yeah.
Wow, that's really cool.
And since I have no idea what wines from there are like, I'm going to say this is what they're like.
Well, I suppose like Tana Chardonnay, of which I gather this is a Chardonnay straight up.
My Googling tells me that Maconnais is famous for awesome value Chardonnay.
Yeah.
Wow.
But
Which is correct because wine is maybe
Vintage?
look, if this is okay, because you can't lie in the glass.
Yep.
Like the glass isn't going to lie to me. There is a very cold fruit weight. Basically, it's like it's coming from a cold region.
Yep.
There is a fruit weight to this wine that tells me that it has to have come from a very cold vintage, which means whilst we have a lot of wines.
Did you say whilst?
Whilst?
What is that?
Whilst. There you go. Whilst we also have a lot of wines that come on the show.
I love the English language, man, so don't brutalise it.
No, but they're like 2018 wines are quite often what we choose because they're fresh, they're vibrant, they're the ones that have come over and landed in Australia most recently. But
yeah, okay, I see what you're
they
saying.
aren't the youngest and cold. Sorry, they aren't the coldest vintage of recent. That would be 2017. It would have to be 2017.
Which was the vintage
Unless
that we
it's
all
such an
saw the phenomenal frosts go through, and they had the candles out trying to keep the grapes warm.
Yeah, hailstorms.
That was the 17, was it?
This has to be 17. Cool. What vintage is it?
Yeah, it's 17.
Yeah, cool.
Look at you.
Well, I can win some.
Well, let's have a look at this.
Can win some.
Ooh.
So it's a Kermit Lynch wine.
Oh shit!
And it's $50 in the US. I can't find a stockist in Australia, but that's pretty good value.
How did it end up on the show? Who brings it in?
The silence is.
We have no idea.
How
we have
to-
absolutely no idea how this ended up on the show.
unless it's one of
Like it could be maybe one of John O'Hersey's from French Wine Centre. It could be from Francabout Wine. It could be anywhere. But like, guys, we have absolutely no idea how this actually ended up on the show. We can't find an Australian stockist. 24 months on Elevage. 2 years. 2 years on lees. That is incredible for any Chardonnay to spend 2 years in a barrel. Like usually 8 months to 12 months, 18 at a maximum. But to do 24 months, 2 years on Elevage, no wonder we thought it was yeast. No wonder we thought that that was really bready and brioche. That is an incredible wine. Vinified, traditionally fermented with indigenous yeast on 30% lees, and then 70% on larger casks that were racked. So yeah, there is a bit of winemaking here.
Massive.
No. This is fantastic. So we did write a synopsis up for this show talking about reinvention, reinvigoration, and stuff like that. We've spoken absolutely nothing of this.
No.
We've just basically bitched about supermarkets largely. But what? Okay, we've got 2 minutes. What for you in the last 5 months have you? Is there anything that you're like, you know what? There's this I'm changing. There's this that I've decided to draw the line, and I was contemplating changing it before, but now I'm committed to it.
If anything, probably the opening hours of the shop. They've been changed, and probably a little bit for my own mental sake as well. So I'm not, having to stress too much about it. Not too much more than that, though. We're kind of lucky because when everything closed and there was the option for places to stay open, I saw what we were doing as an essential service because A, it's food, but B, through that sort of a time, like with wine, you need something that makes you happy. And the sort of products that I do, they put a smile on your face, and that's why I love making that sort of stuff, because it does. You know, some of the products I make remind you of your childhood. Some are just up to the minute and they're fun and different. And then it also, doing different flavors through the process gave me the option of keeping the brain ticking over, trying to think, how can I make something new and interesting that's going to bring people back in through this quiet period.
Was the Basque cake thing that you did,
so
was that pre-COVID as well?
So the Basque, the actual original Basque itself was something I was doing pre-COVID.
Yep.
But then the limited edition flavors that I started doing on the weekends.
Earl Grey.
Yep. Salted caramel.
The matcha one? Did you do matcha
Did
one?
matcha.
Yep.
Just brought you up a slice of the new chai. Oh, sorry. Anyway, chai, mocha, latte, all of these different flavors. To keep people coming back in and saying, look, there is something new and interesting for you to try. And it worked quite well. We had a lot of people continually keeping an eye on Instagram and Facebook. What have you got that's new, that's coming out? Phone calls, like even just on the weekend, probably 15 or 20 calls on the Saturday. Have you got any of the cheesecake left? I'm on my way, don't close. So
You're gonna become a cheesecakery.
Yes. Well, I did actually say if everything went pear-shaped over this period, and I'll say the C word so everyone has to drink, COVID. I thought if it all goes pear-shaped, I'm just going to start making Basque cheesecakes, sell them at the farmer's market.
Honestly, I think there's like a Spanish Basque cake thing in the works.
I
think we could figure this one out. Anyway, that brings us to our timer at 6 p.m. And on that, Aiden Australian Eurocentric Wines bring in another Robert Denogent. I believe it's pronounced. Might be them. Eurocentric Wines. Neville is his name who brings those in. Cool. You should definitely get in touch because, that's actually pretty good fun. I'm not sure what the price point is. My sort of vibes on this would be in the 40s.
Okay.
I'd jump out at this in the 40 Aussie dollars. That is for those that are watching post live stream and on recording. That's where I would sort of sit on this in reference to maybe some of the other options that we have inside Australia. I said Mackinac is known for the better value stuff. I've seen Mackinacs that are like in the sub 20 mark in Australia.
Oh, really?
Yeah, absolutely.
Right, okay.
Typically, like you want to be, for those, you're at like a vintage sellers, like a Coles or Woolworths sort of owned thing. They're bringing them in themselves in large amounts from big negotiation houses. But that's great. That's fantastic. Just purely on the fact that it's 24 months in cask, like it just doesn't happen.
But it doesn't taste like it's spent that long in there.
It's not oaky.
No, not at all.
It's the yeast of it. Is if you have ever questioned or wondered what we're talking about when we talk about leasiness, autolytics, yeast, this has it for days, and it's very appealing. It's hard to actually do that too because you don't know what the wine's going to look like in 24 months' time. Based on that leads, it's just sort of luck of the draw. But guys, thank you so much. Chime in on Wednesday, of course. We have another new guest. And of course, this Thursday, we've also got Cheese for the People. But Stephen?
Sir?
Thank you so much.
Always a pleasure.
Cheers, brother.
I've been Stephen Terhorst.
Stephen the Horse. Hey, Laura, thank you very much for producing this this evening. And we will catch y'all on Wednesday.
Awesome.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy.
Oofed. Here we go! Holy balls! Oh, we're live! That's it! Right there! Yeah, we're live!
We're like, we'll get this going.
Welcome. Hello to everyone watching us live across Instagram, across Facebook, across YouTube, and heaven forbid, across Twitch. Happy Monday to everyone out there. I hope you guys are having a sensational Monday. We are broadcasting to you live from Brogan's Way, a sensational distillery in Richmond. We are currently under lockdown, which fucking sucks, but what can you do? I tell you what you can do. You can make some fucking great drinks. And that is what tonight is all about. Remember, there is a discount code on the Brogan's Way website. Henry, that's my name. That's the discount code as well. Gives you 5% off and free shipping on orders over 60, which is pretty freaking cool. And they're absolute legends for letting us broadcast here. But I tell you what tonight's all about. Tonight's all about native botanicals, which is going to be mega. And we've got a fucking titan with us.
Hello. Hi, everyone.
If you haven't met this man before, this man is G from Galar.
Hey, guys. How you going?
And if you haven't been to Galar before, well... You gotta, and like
after this shit show's over.
Absolutely, yeah. And if you're a massive fan of native Australian botanicals and just native
botanical ingredients, we love that. That's what we are for Galar.
100%. You do want to visit Galar after all of this jazz is over. Hello to Sarah. Hello to Kirsten. Hello to Ben. Hello, and hello to Jimmy. Good to see you, Keza, as well. Good to have you on board. But we're just going to dive into native ingredients.
I'm getting thirsty.
Dude, how are you? Like,
I am good. I am fantastic.
You just got a puppy?
I just got a little puppy.
Why did you do that to yourself?
I have no idea. I'm still freaking out. But I think this is one of those things where you never plan to have a kid, but then you just do.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
You just go with it.
You now have a fuzzy...
Thanks, Dan.
You have a fuzzy... you have a fuzzy animal child.
You have a fuzzy animal child. And, well, I'm still not settling yet, but... Yeah. And this was going on tonight. I'm like, why not? Matching both together. Yeah. I will eventually have to go back home not drunk.
Yeah, exactly.
To my new puppy.
Yes. Galar is such a gorgeous place. I wish I could live there. That's what Sarah said.
Wow. Thank you, Sarah. We'll see you soon in 6 weeks' time.
Yeah, in 6 weeks' time. But it's gonna be tons of fun. And if you haven't been to Galar, definitely pay it a visit.
Please come down.
It's the most sensational venue, I think, in Melbourne for native Australian ingredients. Probably on par with Birdie, really, in terms of like native ingredient usage and seasonality and locality.
The pressure's on.
That's the place. But yeah, as I said, today's all about native Australian botanicals. Now, G, I got to ask you this question straight off the bat. What's your favorite botanical? What's your favorite? Now, don't do this little shit thing where you go like, it depends on like the time of day. Like, no.
I would say pepperberry.
You say pepperberry?
Pepperberry.
Why?
I just like the spiciness of it.
Yeah.
And I feel like I come from a kitchen background back in the days. I used to be in kitchens.
Yeah, no.
Moved myself up the ladder.
Yeah.
Came out of the box.
yeah, for real.
And I just like pairing alcohol and spiciness with it. I'm half Asian, so I love spicy food.
Oh, yeah.
I love my chili.
Yeah,
and pepperberry gives you that nice little flavor. And I think it's a good little blend to match it with sugar, spice, and everything.
See, I'm mega white.
You're mega white?
I can't deal with spice either end.
Oh my God.
No, it's really bad.
No.
But I'm going to try to do it this evening.
So we're going to crush the pepperberry for you.
Don't eat a pepperberry or a pepperberry leaf. Yeah, please. You will hurt yourself.
If you're not into spice.
And yeah, it's used as a wasabi placement sometimes.
It does.
A wasabi replacement, sorry, sometimes. So yeah, be prepared if you are ever going to do that. Correct answer, pepperberry is 100% the best. I have the receipts. Holy shit. Jess, welcome. Jess from Gin Palace.
Hello, Jess.
You absolute certified badass motherfucker. Thank you for joining us. Well, look, before we get into like the heavy hitting questions, let me make you a drink. Yes. So tonight's format is going to work a little differently from some of our formats before, but kind of similar to what we did on Friday. So we've selected 4 native Australian botanicals. I've selected 2. You've selected 2.
I've selected 2. Yep. We try not to match them, but
we
did text each other.
Yeah, we did. We were like, don't do this one.
Don't do this.
So I've got strawberry gum and pepperberry. And G,
I have got lemon myrtle and wattle seed.
I love it. So we pick like kind of the opposites.
The complete opposites. So at least we come together and we've got different variety.
Yeah, and we have like two like seeds and also 2 leaves. Essentially, it's like the 2 flavors. It's getting insane.
I was going to wear a yellow shirt, lucky.
Yeah. But you followed the pants and hats.
Yes, I thought
we
go. Yeah,
I'm really glad you got. I'm glad you got that text message. Yeah, green and gold, man. That's the way to go. Green and gold. This is what it's all about. So pepperberry goes weirdly well in chocolate mousse. You need to put it. You need to put in enough to make it hot. Yeah, true, like chili chocolate kind of vibe.
Nice
one,
really
Peter.
Good. Nice one.
That'd be dope, Peter. So our first botanical for tonight, our first cab off the rank. We're going to sort out what's the best. Is strawberry gum.
Yes.
It's kind of the new lemon myrtle, if you will.
It is.
Yeah. So what's your opinion on strawberry gum? Because I'm just going to make this drink while you talk to me about what you
strawberry gum for me. I think it's really tarty. Really dry flavor.
Yeah.
You got that little backdrop dry flavor in your mouth. But when infused with alcohol and when you add sugar to it, it brings up this beautiful floral strawberry flavor.
Yeah, absolutely.
And like. What we use, and we use strawberry gum in like blueberries.
Yeah, you were talking before
gin.
about that.
Gin goes well with that, obviously 100%.
Yeah.
What else are you using? There's plenty.
It makes kind of this really interesting, like almost like I kind of rose hip tea. Is kind of the flavor that I kind of associate
like a nice
with.
robust tea.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Honestly.
Yeah. Well, that's how we
super
steep
robust.
our strawberry to make strawberry gum syrup.
Yeah, exactly. And like a way to really release it into I suppose your flavor is to heat it up in hot water is kind of the way to go. I'm down for the strawberry gum, white clover music. I love it. 100%. Here we go. We are taking strawberry gum. We're taking it Spinal Tap on this one. It's going to be pretty intense. So basically, what I'm making this evening.
What you got going on there?
It's a strawberry gum Ramos Gin Fizz. I'm calling it that because there's no other way to really put it. But there's a few small augmentations to the recipe. So initially I was like, oh, we could just do the regular cream recipe. But then I was like, what about coconut cream, baby? Like strawberry gum and coconut. Yeah, I really vibe that. And then I was like, yeah, but coconut doesn't have that lactic sweetness. Like coconut cream.
Catch that,
it doesn't have that like strawberries and cream vibe. I was going for like one of my earliest childhood memories. My mum's gonna hate me for saying this live, but fuck it. I used to shoplift from a milk bar that is closed down now.
So if the milk bar's watching,
yeah,
you know where to find him.
In the eastern suburbs of Melbourne. But yeah, we used to go in there and steal strawberries and cream chupa chups. So like this is kind of what that recipe is based on.
Okay.
Yeah, because strawberry and cream chupa chups.
Strawberry chupa
Yeah. I remember, man. They were like my favorite. There was like this lactic sweetness. They were creamy, but then they had this like zippiness of the strawberry coming through.
I love a chupa.
So I was like, yeah, fuck yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Make a drink with chupa chup as a garnish.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I was thinking about it today, and I went to try to find some, but I couldn't find any. I was gonna peg a chupa chup on the
finishing
side
a
of the
drink
drink.
and then having a chupa chup.
How good with that? Well, this I think if this turns out to be okay, we'll copy this recipe.
We'll play with it.
We'll see what we can do. But Ramos.
We've got what we've got going on there already.
So we've got coral. So we've got our coral gin from Applewood. We've got a heap of strawberry gum in that anyway, alongside some ryeberry and also a little bit of carcala to give it just a dash of salt, which is always kind of welcome.
It does have a little bit of salty taste.
Yeah, a little bit of saltiness.
If you have it on its own.
Exactly. And then we've got lemon and lime juice, of course. We've then got a strawberry gum syrup. So this was made in that kind of tea style. But what we did is we heated up water to around 80 degrees Celsius, steeped the strawberry gum leaves in it for around an hour and a half.
Yum.
We then added 25% sugar to it, stirred it down. It's nice and easy. Then we got some coconut water.
Oh.
Yeah. We've got coconut water.
The old
and then we've got
nice
some fresh cream. So it's that good combination.
Just to soften it down.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just to soften it down a little bit.
Match all that flavors.
100%. And now we're going to add, instead of adding egg white, we're going to add some Wonder Foam.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's going to give us...
We're getting aquafaba.
No, that's going to give us our nice emulsification without giving us... The cool thing about Wonder Foam is that you get nose out of cocktails. You know when you like shake a cocktail with egg white and you just get wet dog? Yeah, exactly. You know when you get one, it's like, it just smells like wet dog?
Yeah.
Whereas Wonder Foam doesn't do that. So it allows like a whiskey sour to have a smell.
Wonder
so yeah,
Foam.
pop that in there.
Fantastic.
It's freaking
nice.
delicious.
Cocktail foamer.
Yeah, it's awesome. Grab it from the Bitters Lab. It is wicked. Yes, Laura, love that idea to put pepperberry in chocolate. So good. Yes, yum, strawberry gum, Jimmy. It's about to get real.
Is that why the milk bar's closed?
yeah. Look, Lena, not sure, but
they did close down.
Yeah, they did. Yeah. And Gabriella, good to see you as always. So, first thing that we're going to do is we are going to dry shake this bad boy, and then we're going to add ice later. So, while I'm doing this, are you a fan of Ramos Gin Fizz?
I am. I'm a big fan of Ramos Gin Fizz.
Yeah.
And when you said that when I came in, I went, can we start with that?
Yeah.
And then move on to the other one. And yeah, I love a good fizz. I like that little texture. I like what you've got going on there with the cream. I like cream comes a bit heavy in cocktails.
Yeah,
for some people.
for real.
It's the whole like, oh my god, I'm gonna get sick.
Yeah.
But it works well if it's done well.
Yeah, look, I think this will work.
Yeah, because I got something similar, but I infused finger lime with ginger falernum. And made a twist in a pina colada called Barney Banana.
Holy crap!
That's a galah.
Oh my
that
goodness.
was 3 months ago.
And
and it just matches well where I thought the coconut cream might curdle with it, but if it's done and shaken properly, it actually works.
Yeah, awesome.
I'm excited for this.
Here we go.
Yes.
Alrighty, I'm just gonna bring this over here and smash it.
Smash it there. It might go.
Here we go.
Shake and move. What have we got on here? Alright.
You couldn't have just said that you walked into the milk bar and purchased strawberry Chupa Chups. No, it's about honesty, goddammit.
No, mum knows about it.
Yeah, Mum does know about it, unfortunately.
So she'll get all that arresting letters from the milk bar.
Yeah. Look, I feel bad about it now. It was
Don't tell
the
suburb.
I didn't. I didn't for good
streaming
reason.
from.
Yeah, it's all right. They know where to find me now. I did it when I was like 6. I did it when I was like 12, and I'm sorry about that.
16.
Yeah. I did it when I was 25. Yeah, that suddenly makes it terrible.
That's a killer idea with the strawberry Chupa Chup. I'm pretty excited.
No, it was something I really wanted to try because. I think this might work.
This is it, you reckon?
I think this is going to be a lot of fun. So now we're just going to single strain this into our Collins glasses. I'm going to try to split this in between the two.
We got it.
Alrighty.
We got that. Perfect.
Alrighty. Yes. Here we go. And now we are going to top this with our lovely Cappy soda. And the color's gorgeous.
The color is with that cream. That cream just softens it all in. I love it. Oh yeah. I love a good fizz.
Oh yeah.
The good old Ramos. Yes.
Alrighty. Get those nice little muffin tops going on.
Yes. This is going to be so good. That will go so well.
That will do. Oh, so here we go. This is our strawberry gum Ramos Gin Fizz. I was going to garnish it, as I said, with a strawberry and cream Chupa Chup, which would have been really, really cool.
That's a super cool idea.
Sadly, I couldn't find any. Big W
Sold
let
out.
me down. The cap is gangster, 100%. Are you talking about the cap on the cocktails or the caps?
The caps.
Because thank you.
Good observation.
Yeah, exactly. But here we go. So let's give it a try.
Dive right in.
Guys, let us know what you are drinking this evening. Hopefully you're
100%.
having a good drink on a Monday.
Cheers,
Cheers,
Cedric.
G. Here we
No
go.
worries, my
To
pleasure.
strawberry gum. Here we go. Let's vibe it.
That is super light.
It's really fun.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I can't
funky.
even wow. I can't even taste the cream in it.
Yeah.
It's just, yeah.
That's awesome. See, I'm
one,
really loving this combination of like coconut water and cream, like dairy cream, because it actually takes some of the like, I don't know, some of the, not mankiness, but it's got this like, you know how like
Coconut cream's got that little gelatinous, I think, about it. And
yeah. And
all
it's got this finish, which I sometimes think is like overstays its welcome.
yeah.
And
Like a bit
cream,
more huskier. Like,
yeah. Whereas like coconut water makes it really nice and clean, and especially in a fizz, it's like, it's zippy. It's like, yeah, cool, that's a
Oh my
fizz.
God.
The strawberry gum's still there, like
Yes,
very much
it's
there.
coming
It's
in the
massive.
back. Yeah.
Yeah. But
You're
it's
definitely getting in the back throat.
Oh yeah, but that's like a strawberry. I'd like for me, if I had a strawberry and cream Chupa Chup with that,
Winning, like sip by sip, chop.
Oh, I've destroyed myself.
That sounded wrong, but
It's fucking good. Cheers. Cheers to everyone at home. As
we
I
go.
said before, let us know what you're drinking this evening. If you are, don't Applewood Distillery have a bar? Sorry if you're at the bar in this vid, just not familiar with it. Yes, they do have a bar. However, we are at Brogan's Way in Melbourne, as I'm not in the Adelaide Hills, which sucks.
Hi, Sarah Little.
So we are at Brogan's Way. Yes, hello, Sarah.
Hello, Sarah Little. Hi, long time.
Hello, Sarah. Lovely to have you with us.
Yeah, loving this. Look at me. I'm like done.
Yeah, he's just like pounding it. But yeah, tons of fun. Definitely give that a go. And it's probably one of the only cocktails besides peated whiskey that I'd use coconut water in. Yeah, man.
Coconut water.
Coconut water and cream. I'm been
What
getting
is-
onto it.
Oh,
Just
definitely.
recently. It's just
There
one
was
of those
another
things.
name you were calling it before.
What?
There's another name.
Oh,
you
yeah,
were
yeah,
saying,
yeah.
but let's not say that.
Yes.
Let's not say that.
I have a nickname for it, but it's really inappropriate. Drinking chai tea. But so want to have what you're having. But I mean, chai tea is pretty amazing. I have to admit. You know, chai tea. It's fantastic.
Chai tea, just drop a little bit of gin in it.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That's the best thing about
That's
mugs.
what-
No one
yeah.
can tell what you're drinking.
That's what Nono used to do back in the days. No one knew. That's why she was sitting at the table for so long.
Oh man, 100%.
Chopping it up.
100%. My grandmother, yeah, well, I've told a lot of stories about my grandma on this channel, but as I said, get off the
Bless her.
table, Mabel, the money's for the beer. That's what it's all about. But holy crap. But yeah, strawberry gum has kind of become this buzzword, especially in native botanical circles. Like it
has come
a
up a
lot
lot
of
now.
Australian producers are using strawberry gum. Do you think it's overdone? Like out of curiosity?
Not quite there yet. I think there's still a bit of room in there. I think it still can develop more, but then you're right, it's getting more and more used, more and more advertised.
Because I feel
More
like it's
introduced.
like, remember how Lemon Myrtle like 3 years ago
Yeah, it
was
was like heat.
like
big,
fucking
boom.
Lemon Myrtle hit the
Lemon
scene,
Myrtle
and
on
it was
everything.
like Will Smith in the 90s. It was just like fucking everywhere, and then it was like it did Wild Wild West. Like that's like it really pulled a Wild Wild West, and we were like, oh no, that's too
I
much.
just think lemon myrtle this and
You know?
strawberry gum. It's you match the both of it. Strawberry gum on like cooking.
Oh yeah.
It's amazing.
Oh, it's
You
fantastic.
add it to meat and stuff. You add
Yeah.
like this really ski sort of flavor to it.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's wonderful.
It's not one of my top favorites.
You know? Okay.
Yeah, I must say, but
Yeah.
still up there.
Yeah, for
Beautiful.
sure.
I mean, everyone has their own favorite.
Absolutely. And please do tonight let us know what your favorite native Australian fruit, vegetable, botanical is.
100%.
We would love
Please.
to hear about it. Scott Mitchell is
Scott
saying
Mitchell,
hello.
hello Scotty, long
Hey,
time no
Scott.
see.
Trying to decide what to drink. Need to look at the new shelves we built to hold all our Applewood gin. Stew it, you big flirt. That's awesome, my man. Well, look, I hope you drink something absolutely delicious, and I hope you have a huge menagerie of different stuff. But are you ready? Are you ready to move on to?
I
maybe
think
the
I'm ready
next...
to move on to the next
Yeah,
one.
well,
over
just
here.
set it over
I'll
there.
just set it
I'm just
over
going to have
here.
one more slug.
Have another slug, and I'm going to set up right here where you did. Hey, team.
Now,
Let's start with this bad boy.
well, what was your first botanical was lemon myrtle.
Lemon myrtle. That's
Which
what we're
kind
going for today with the drink that I'm going to make, what we call Boatsonic at Galah. It's one of our really popular drinks where we try and match all three citruses with gin.
Yeah, cool.
Infuse gin with citrus, lemon myrtle, fresh lemon juice,
I love
and then we cut it with a bit of Star Anise foam.
Oh,
Made with
dope.
a cute little friend that we'll bring out here.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah, we
all
got
know,
it.
as we all know, the good old faithful whipper.
Oh, yes. Oh, mate, here we
I
go.
thought I'd bring my friend over.
I'm very excited.
So
excited.
in here, what we've done is we've cooked up like star anise, cardamom pods, cloves,
Yeah,
sugar, a bit of lemon myrtle, reduced it,
yeah.
made into a thick little syrup, and then we've lemon juiced it, egg white, double charge.
Holy shit.
And you let it sit till it's nice and cold, but I'll show you the end product when I'm finishing the
please.
drink.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, here we go.
Because now we're using, I'm just going to call this the Will Smith
you, brother.
The
I love
Will
it.
Smith of Australian botanicals. Here
That's
we go.
the
It's
one.
the lemon myrtle.
It's the lemon myrtle.
Let's rock
Let's
and
bring the
roll.
90s back.
Yeah, I know, right? The 90s were damn good. Finally got my hands on Hartshorn Sheep's Way Gin, having it with tonic and cucumber juice. It's amazing.
Sheep's Way
Their
Gin.
vodka is
Phenomenal.
fucking insane.
Phenomenal.
My God. Utterly unreal. That is lemon. I do
That
believe.
is lemon. Yeah, I was just checking the sides that we switched both sides.
So what's the bar's name? So we were at Brogan's Way this evening for everyone on Instagram. You can also use a little promo code, which is my name, which is Henry, at their online store, and it gives you 5% off orders.
lemon
over-
myrtle syrup.
Ooh, lemon myrtle syrup. It gives you 5% off orders over $60, so you can run and grab that if you want to use it. So lemon myrtle syrup. We've got our gin as well.
Yep, we have our gin here, which is made in-house in Galah, that we infuse with all these citruses that we have on the peels, on the pits, and even the flesh, because we try to go 100% sustainability.
Which is what we're all about, 100%.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, so I've...
Oh, not reading one of these ones,
Yeah,
that's the one.
So I've been saying, what would a bin chicken do? As like a way to... No, it's like a way... Yeah, it's like a way to emphasize not wasting anything.
Just give it a good old whack and a dust in the back, and
exactly.
A bit of spice on it, and we're good to go.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the way to go.
It's a very simple 3-part drink because the citrus are in there, but then we're going to cut it with the star anise foam.
Amazing.
With that, it's going to match that both in there.
Beautiful.
All right, let's give this boy just a straight up shaker.
Awesome.
There we go.
I've got to go with Davidson plum at the moment, as I just managed to get a single fruit from my tree in the Dandenong Ranges. Wowza. Holy shit.
How much is that?
But I think he's Peter. Yeah, how much was the tree?
No, it's not the tree, the Davidson plums.
Well, it's off of his own tree.
Oh, wow. Fantastic. Peter Black.
Peter, mate. How much was the tree?
We'll hit you up with some address later.
Yeah, exactly. Please, we'll let you know. Yeah, exactly.
So, hopefully we've got 2 up here for you.
Yeah.
Let's get my little strainer.
Awesome.
There we go.
Oh, gorge.
It's already really, really tarty and sweet.
Yeah.
There we go. We're going to ice this bad boys up. Hopefully I got enough going on in there.
Oh, yeah, you got
Should be enough.
You'll be sweet.
We'll just foam the bad boy out.
Yeah, 100%.
Here we go.
When in doubt, fill the phone.
When in doubt. I'll say it.
Yeah. I knew this would be probably nearly one of the earliest streams. I was going to
say. You did pre-warn me.
Yeah, I know.
Well, I'm doing really well. I'm trying.
But we haven't said any wanky words.
No, we haven't.
I'm really excited about.
So far, so good.
Yeah, 100%.
And then here comes the good old bad boy.
Let's do it.
Let's do this bad boy down here.
Here we go. Oh, man.
So usually what we do with this foam is we fill this girl up, give it a nice little meringue finish. Yes. There we go.
And usually you do like this on fire.
We do like this on fire, but
we can't
due to that we're at the back of my old mate Gilly over here and Brogan's Bay way that we can't light anything on fire.
Yeah, unfortunately, we've charged the still, so it's full of flammable liquid, and unfortunately, so is the air.
I went with the same muffin top with you, but mine's a little bit more droopy.
This is gorgeous. Kirsten has said Mondays are alcohol-free days, so Coke, and I'm going to presume that you mean Coca-Cola.
That's the one. Usually what we do is we flame up the star anise with a little bit of blowtorch, and we drop that little fat boy there.
Yeah, love it.
And it gets that little flame and meringue sort of burn flame
Yeah,
up.
awesome. And with like a little bit of anise, a bit of
anise on the top there. This one's not the greatest, bit sloppy. It is Monday.
Gorgeous.
Sorry, guys.
Mate, this happens.
I think it's the Vamos.
Mate, it's all it's all
Here
G.
We go.
It's all G. It's all G.
Cheers.
Am I right?
Lemon myrtle.
Cheers to everyone at home. Lemon myrtle.
I got it everywhere.
What do I mean?
That's like a dessert in a cup.
That's stunning.
That is takeaway.
Oh my god.
That is dessert. Yum.
That is unbelievable. That's like, you know, one of those like beautiful tarts with like all the jelly in the middle. That's like a lemon myrtle jelly tart. It's fantastic.
My God. Oh,
so good.
That's what I was talking about. That apple with lemon chutney.
Oh yeah.
That could be a nice little friend with
this.
Mate,
100%. Oh my
Let me
goodness.
just get all this foam off my beard.
Yeah, it's okay. I've got it on my mustache as well. It looks. This is stunning, man. This is unreal.
That balance between the cut, the sweet, and then the sour. Wow.
That's for real.
When you burn it, you get that little caramel twist flavor. Like, next level.
That is for real. I'm just going to give you some napkins.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
That's messy but delicious.
Unreal. Oh, I've got to wash my hands everywhere. All over.
That is unbelievable, guys. That is sensational.
That is not for the faint-hearted. If someone doesn't like lemon, don't do it.
Yeah, but also, like, there's this beautiful balance between... Like, I think it's more of a case of if you don't like aniseed, you shouldn't have it.
That's the thing.
Like, I think if you like lemon...
But the combination of that citrus and that lemon myrtle...
Yeah.
To cut that aniseed through, because some people don't like chartreuse or like licorice shots, and you're like, oh, too much for me.
Oh, but man.
when that's burnt and it sits down
Oh
like a nice
yeah,
little
and it's
meringue
gorgeous,
top.
and like it'll be sweet and caramelized as
And
well.
then that Stanis burns up, it comes out a bit of smoke
My
on
God.
it. Next level.
Get out of town.
Get out of town.
Get out of town.
We physically can't.
That is, yeah, I know. Yeah, we cannot leave. That is so not fair. Looks like the bomb. It seriously is. That's a stunning drink. Peter bought the tree from Karanga Nursery 10 years ago.
Oh,
so it's a
wow.
bit of an investment for single pieces of fruit. But I tell you what, a really good investment, Peter. And holy
one,
crap,
Peter.
Davidson plum is another phenomenal
It is
botanical
another
that we haven't like touched, or we aren't going to touch on it tonight.
Not tonight, we won't touch on
Yeah.
it, but then hey, Davidson plum's definitely up there.
Oh, 100%.
Yep. Don't get it on your clothes because once it gets out, it doesn't
Yeah,
come
yeah,
out. The
no,
colour,
it's
it
like
stays
beetroot.
forever.
It's
Yeah,
done.
It's like beetroot.
It absolutely is. But I feel like Davidson plum is again like approaching that level where it's kind of almost reaching overuse.
Yeah,
To a certain extent.
it's like that almost getting out, like Will Smith's last movie.
Yeah, yeah, it
like
is.
just not hitting it.
Yeah, exactly. Like, yeah, it's just, yeah, there's a bit of force.
Love you, Will Smith.
Yeah, we do. I love Will Smith. But, you know, I, Robot was a stretch. It was a stretch of a film. Hancock was worse. But it doesn't, please don't sue me.
That is.
But
wow.
that's a banging drink. I'm gonna have one more sip because
Yeah.
I'm now going. We're
What's
progressing into the boozy side of things.
I know,
now.
right? Slow down.
Yeah.
It is lockdown.
It is lockdown.
And it's Monday.
Yeah, absolutely. But I mean, no. In fact, no. I'll ask you some of my usual bartending questions then for you. So with every new guest that comes on the show, I always ask them 2 questions. One of them has a right answer. So this is up to you to get right. Okay. So the first question is, what is your favorite cocktail? And I know, again, it's one of those weird things to ask.
It's a tough one.
Yeah, it's a tough one because, like,
coming
sometimes you're like,
from,
yeah.
Well, you know, classic alcoholic.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
hopefully that did get on.
No,
and
it's fine.
sorry, missus. Sorry,
Yeah.
babe. Oh, tough one. I would like to say, look, I like a classic, a straight up dirty gin martini.
Okay.
Like, just I'm a big drinker boy, but if I have to go for one that I really like at the moment, currently, I mean, I go with the moods, it changes.
Yeah.
When it gets summer, I might go something a little bit more fruitier. But
Yeah,
the
yeah.
current gin martini every now and then, even when
Yeah.
I'm out and about,
Yeah.
a last drink at the end of the night, a nice dirty gin martini, extra olives, please.
Oh yes.
Don't be shy on the olives. I love the umami.
Yeah, 100%.
More umami.
Yeah, 100%.
Wrap it around.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, just make it in the olive jar.
just like the
yeah.
sushi wrap it or something.
Yeah, for real. Yeah.
I'll just eat the whole glass. And
Yeah.
love it.
Jess has just said, "How dare you? iRobot is fantastic." Is it though? Is it? Anyway, but yeah. So dirty gin martini.
Dirty gin martini will be one of my big ones up there.
Okay, awesome.
Like winter.
Yeah,
big
like
drink.
gorgeous. Yeah, beautiful drink. Now the next question is: are you team martini or are you team G&T?
I'm gonna say martini.
Yeah, that's the
baby.
right fucking answer. To all of you saying Team G&T out there, you're wrong.
Let me just have a sip of the gin.
Yeah, because Team Martini is the way to go. If most of the Australian botanicals are members of the Smith family, what do you think needs more love? No, I don't think most members are part of the Smith family, as you will, like Willow Smith and Jada Pinkett.
Okay.
But like, what do
other
you
two
think
wives.
needs more love? Like, what botanicals out there have you been like, you know what? I wish someone would do something more with this.
Kakadu plums.
Yeah, Kakadu plums.
Kakadu plums. We do a nice reduction with Chardonnay and sugar again, and cook the Chardonnay down with the sugar, and then it brings out that little big plummy flavor that we do a whiskey martini with it, and dress it with a nice bit of lime reduction oil.
Yeah,
just to give that flavor in again, that acidity from the lime. Kakadu plums definitely up there. What will be another few?
Look, I think river mint needs a little bit more.
River
love.
mint.
I
I've been
think
trying to get
wild
it
mints.
before COVID.
Yeah.
And just, no.
Umami is a drinking word. Shit. Okay. Well, that kind of sucks.
There we go.
No, it's all right.
Here we go.
Just,
We'll have a little schmuck.
yeah, just have a little schmutz, as my mother would say. Sorry about that, Kirsten. Yes, umami is apparently a drinking word, and it doesn't matter how many times you say it. You just have to do a shot for one.
Drake.
Cheers, everyone.
Cheers, everyone.
Look, I think another one might be, well, definitely river mint. River mint definitely needs a bit more love.
River mint's a bit underloved, yeah.
Yeah, a bit underloved, and I think for me, bush raisin. Like
bush raisin.
the
Okay.
issue with bush raisins is that there's so few of them. Like they're not massive, so that it's not scalable at the moment to like do a limited edition gin with bush raisins, even though they're insane. And also they've got enough vitamin C to like kill a horse, and that's not a joke.
Okay.
They actually do have enough vitamin
That's what
C
I
to
need
kill a horse.
after a big night out.
Yeah, 100%. Just have 5 bush raisins and hope you don't
You're
get
good to go.
diarrhea. You'll be all good. Which is
carry on diaper.
It's a real thing. Yeah.
It's a real thing.
Carry on diaper. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I think that's definitely one. But there's a few more that probably do need a bit more love. What do you guys think? Like, what would you like to see more of in the industry? I think that's a really important question.
Yeah, it's a really good question. If you guys got know better than us, chuck in the comments. Chuck it on there,
absolutely.
And
Lucas, my man from Brazil, has joined us
hello,
on
Lucas.
Twitch. A pleasure to have you as always, bud. Hope you're enjoying your time. What is that panacea on the table? Panacea?
Panacea?
I'm not
need
sure.
to text my missus on this one. Is that Italian or?
Panacea? I don't know. I need botanical names. Bush raisin. Yes, maybe Michelle. Yeah, maybe. Have a look on the Googles. When I was introduced to it, I was introduced to it as bush raisin. I also think blood lime doesn't get shown enough love.
Yes,
like finger lime always like finger lime's massive.
It's everywhere,
but like
it's
blood
like
lime,
the lime caviar.
Yeah, but like blood lime, even though it's very similar, like
it doesn't get much love.
It's kind of like oranges versus
the blood
oranges. Yeah. It's like, really, is it really that different? So. I do understand that. More lemon myrtle, Damien Coop. Good to see you, my man. Good to see you, Damo. Emu plum. My God. Oh, yeah.
Okay. Oh,
that's a real thing, emu plum.
That's a new one for me.
Yeah,
Stephen.
Yeah,
that's a new one.
Yeah, Stephen's a phenomenal sushi chef.
Okay.
Absolutely unbelievable. If you were ever at Hats and Tats when there was Sushi Wednesdays, that was fucking riotous. And nice. Stephen, we need to.
Stephen, we need to hook up. I need to find you.
Oh, he's unbelievable.
This is good.
His company is called, I do believe, Derelict My Rolls. But you'll need to correct me on that, Stephen. Finger lime, mountain pepper, and mint got all those. Yeah,
yes,
medium berries. Yeah,
medium berries.
Wow. Yeah,
Muntries.
Muntries is another one that doesn't get enough love.
Runs with Munters.
It's one of those things.
It's bar etiquette. It just came out.
Oh man, it's a word for medicine of all ailments. Yeah, there is, I suppose, a bit of eau de vie on the bar, if you will.
Yeah.
But we're rather enjoying ourselves. But let's get down to our second botanical each for this evening. We'll start with me. Because that's how the order is rolling.
We literally almost went the full same.
Yeah,
but then double versions of four different players.
I know. We've kind of been on the same wavelength, which is really cool.
Scary but good.
Yeah, we developed these drinks like completely separately. So this is really cool.
I don't have his number.
Yeah. Not yet.
He just comes in the bottle shop.
Absolutely. So for this next drink, we've gone kind of shaken and light for our first drinks, and now boozy for our second ones.
Big drink. Big drink.
So, I might just grab another jigger. No, I'll grab
You got one?
So, for this one, we are using the absolutely gorgeous spiced strawberry gin from Brogan's Way. This was a collaboration done with Marionette, who are absolute top guys. Hugh Leach, Nick Taysar, I salute you. You are stupendous people. We've had Hugh Leach on this stream a couple of times. He's a sensational guy. Now, my botanical, as I said, was pepperberry, which we touched on before, which is your favorite. Now, there's a huge dose of pepperberry in with like these ugly strawberries, which is why we got all these beautiful strawberries in here.
The color on that, like it's muscular. It's gone, like
it's got this gorgeous,
but
but like pleasant. Yeah, it's still pleasant. So this is a twist on a Martinez where we're going to focus on the pepperberry as much as possible. So we need 45 ml worth of our spiced strawberry gin from Brogan's Way, which again, as I said, can't speak more highly of it. Freaking delicious. Pop it in with some tonic and some basil.
Done.
Freaking off the chain. Now, we've got this little guy, which is coming out on this Friday, I do believe. Or this Thursday, sorry. We've got Unico Yuzu.
Sneak peek.
Unico Yuzu, so our vermouth, which is coming out really, really soon. It's a beautiful sweet vermouth using, I do believe, Merlot from South Australia is the base.
Okay.
So it's big, gaudy, gregarious. I'm gonna have to drink for that one. So again, we've got 45 ml worth of the Unico Yuzu in there too, and now
yeah, I had a sneak peek.
Yeah,
before.
you had a sneak peek.
I had a sneak peek before the show.
And now we've got this little guy. Now this little guy is.
I love your little tricks of bottles that you got on there.
Yes,
all
I
hidden,
know.
Not labeled.
I've got like this whole collection.
Like, don't touch it.
Yeah. It's what I say to my girlfriend. Literally, when she comes in my house, I'm like, "Don't touch anything. It's all for the show." So this little guy is a house-made pepperberry liqueur. So we've used some applewood navy as the base.
Okay.
We then macerated some fresh pepperberries in there. And then added some sugar, and then strained it all off. And then there were a few
same
tweaks.
equal parts of like pepperberry to navy, or would you go?
No, we did like a 1 to 4
1 to
in terms
4.
of weight.
Okay.
Yeah, so we did like 200 mils worth of gin, 50 grams worth of pepperberry.
Ooh.
It's a good dose.
Spicy.
But like not more
too
than
his
that. Like I
spiciness,
didn't
not his
yeah,
level.
like I didn't want to go too much. I didn't want to like roll them on the floor. So we need just 15 mil worth of this liqueur. It's a house-made pepperberry liqueur. Just to enforce that pepperberry a little bit more. Pepperberry, funnily enough, really hits you on the back palate rather than the front. Chili tends to hit you just like
Straight
on
up
the
the top
sides
of
and
your
like,
lips, yeah.
Yeah, just kind of hold your tongue down and like give it a good punch. Pepperberry doesn't do that. It's just like,
I love how you just went for the camera.
yeah,
Punch.
100%. And then
Thank
finally,
you, pepperberry.
and then finally 5 mil of maraschino.
Oh, nice.
So we've got some Luxardo maraschino. Yeah,
Classico.
Luxie's the
Luxie's
way to
up
go.
there.
So just 5 mil of that, just a little addition, just as a kind of nod, a tip of the hat to the Martinez. And also to give us like a little bit of that rounded out sweetness and maybe a bit of oiliness as well, so some mouthfeel, which will be really cool.
All right.
Now,
Ooh, what you got? Hey, there's more tricks.
so we are going to add a couple dashes of aniseed myrtle bitters to this, just a couple drops. 1, 2, 3. That's it.
Oh, that's my new friend there.
That's it.
Oh.
Just to kind of.
No wonder you put that away from me
Yeah.
before. Like you put it right up there where I couldn't see it.
Exactly. I've actually hidden a few things in this bar.
Oh, I've got some cool stuff.
Yeah, why do you think I arrive before my guests? It's
you were
to
like
set up
20
and,
minutes
like-
early before me.
Yeah, it's like to hide stuff. So now, after 3 drops of aniseed myrtle bitters, that's going to give us this kind of absinthe rinse, like quality
wash
to it,
down, yes.
without actually washing it with absinthe. And now we're going to stir this bad boy down. Now, there's no garnish for this one either. We're not going to mess around with garnishes. If you wanted to garnish it, I mean, you could garnish it with maybe like a lacto-fermented strawberry if you really wanted to be like super classy.
Super classy and put all that legwork in and bump up the hours in the bar.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, what are you doing? I'm dehydrating strawberries.
Yeah, it's like, I'm just lacto-fermenting something. It's like, you don't need to be here for it to ferment. Like, you don't need to watch it.
Clock in at 30 hours.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, why do you work 70 hours this week? Just watching a ferment, bro. So let's see what we're cooking with.
Oh,
mate.
I'm excited.
Oh, you take a shot of insulin and tell me that that's not fantastic.
Well, I was already way up there with the vermouth before. Like, I thought that is a new friend to play with.
Yeah, I
in
mean,
the coming
look,
weeks.
I think this is a pretty off-the-chain little Martinez myself, but I am super biased.
I haven't had a Martinez for a while, actually.
Yeah, Martinez, like, they're kind of one of these underrated cocktails that I don't think gets enough love. I think they get enough love in, like, bartending circles.
Yep.
But then after that, it's like everyone kind of forgets about them. I can't spell, but that's so... I can't spell that, so it's not on the list.
Okay.
Yes. Apparently, when I was very young, so young I don't remember it, I used to sneak sips from the bottle of maraschino in the cupboard until the bottle was empty. Well done, Katerina.
Katerina, I used to do that, actually. Funny story, my mum's cabinet of vodka.
Oh,
And when I was about like 16, above age of drinking. Back in Asia. And she used to... we drank the whole bottle with me and my brothers, and then we filled it up with water and put it back up on the shelf.
Nailed it.
She got from friends come over one night, and opened the bottle, talking about the bottle for about 45 minutes before they drank, and we were in the room shitting ourselves.
Yeah.
She came out going, well, we heard her from the kitchen
Yeah,
or
yeah.
the alcohol cabinet, and we just ran out the door.
Yeah, good.
Good one, Katerina. Like that one definitely hit that one down.
Yeah.
And we did it more than once.
Cheers, everyone at home.
Sorry,
Here we
Mum.
go. Let's see what we're cooking with.
Oh, what we got here?
So on the nose, it's definitely like strawberry and pepperberry. Like for
100.
me,
I get
like
the strawberry
straight
coming
away.
out. Boom. Oh, that bitter.
That's pretty bang on. And
That
like in
maraschino
terms
cherry,
of like the pepperberry is
maraschino
subtle.
liqueur.
Yeah, the maraschino liqueur is just there. It's just like a little touch.
Little wash at the back.
Mm.
Oh, yum.
But then the pepperberry actually gives you a good amount of like spicy sweetness. There's not like it
It's
doesn't
not
blow your
massive.
face off.
Yeah, it's not a bit. You
But
don't.
but that's also from like
Because-
because I can tell
Yeah.
I can tell that that's got
You're not
pepperberry
gonna
on
rate
it
this
because I'm
one.
like it's like but like I can tell that that's got pepperberry there because like the back of my mouth is kind of bubbling, but that's just me. So you're
I
probably
can
like
get,
eh.
nah.
Yeah. But that's probably because I only did a little bit of pepperberry.
I
compared
can't
to my
even taste
solution.
it. So
Oh, okay,
I'm
yeah,
just
fair
at
enough.
Space level.
Yeah, cool. No, and that's fair enough. And like, yeah, I think the syrup is subtle, and you did say that before. You're like, oh, that's a subtle little.
Because we do a different drink at what we call it the good old budgie smuggler.
Oh yeah.
Well, like we call them. We like to name our cocktails
Yeah.
funny names.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah.
And we used to cook up raspberry puree, blueberry puree, boil down,
Yeah.
pepperberry, apple cider vinegar, sugar. Do a nice like a little sherbet or sorry, not sherbet. The word I'm looking for. Shrub.
Oh yes,
Shrub.
indeed.
And then reduced it and then served it with applewood gin.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah.
Right along the back.
Ooh,
Hopefully I
little-
get a discount
little
on the
thread.
way out.
Ah, yeah, okay, yeah, here we go. The buttering begins.
That's the one.
Yeah.
He brought a few freebies. Let's not say about the applewood.
Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah, and then down with a little bit of lemon again, stirred up.
Yeah.
Burned with rosemary on the top to give that little
Yeah, that like whiff of herbal
whiff
smoke.
of because
Yeah.
that berry infusion of the pepperberry is like, ooh,
Yeah.
it's a big drink. But then when you burn that smoke and you get that waft of it, and then you have a sip, it just that berry comes in. Oh, kookaburra. We might be taking that drink off the menu soon.
Oh no.
Oh, I've got a new one coming up. Stay tuned.
Okay,
Stay
cool.
tuned. I got a new one coming.
That sounds good.
We're still keeping the pepperberry. Trust me, I like it.
Awesome. That sounds very, very good. Peter Black, also Sarah's Nursery. Yeah, cool. You guys have been talking without me having a look. Karanga have them if you were in Melbourne, but I have also seen a few other nurseries, and even Bunnings have them these days. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Yeah.
wow. All right.
Well, as I've said before, Bunnings is the best place to buy trees.
It's my favorite place.
It's pretty damn awesome. So if you are in the need for a lemon myrtle shrub, head to Bunnings. It's the way to go. Lucas, cheers. Cheers to you as well, mate. I hope you're having a sensational time. Awesome. I'm not far from Mount Evelyn. Yeah, awesome. That's the way to go.
We
good
haven't
question.
been looking at this, haven't we?
Yeah, we haven't.
Drinking.
Kirsten, hashtag give G free stuff. Yeah,
Thanks,
okay.
Kristen.
Yeah, right.
getting
And
a
Damien,
free drink off
the
me.
drink has a great color as well. Yeah,
It does.
it really does.
It does.
It's a
It does under the line.
It's
yeah.
a gorgeous little color. It's absolutely phenomenal.
It's a fantastic color under the line.
Yeah, it's like a really wonderful balance. I think that's a really wonderful balanced drink.
100%.
And the strawberry from Brogan's Way like gives it this gorgeous
Brogan's
base. Absolutely gorgeous. Like this could finish a night off for sure.
100%. That's finishing me off right now.
Yeah, 100%. But here we go.
Next up.
It's time for our final cocktail of the evening before we get into
One
the
more.
frivolity and silliness.
we
Which,
get all
my
stupendous.
God, yeah, we have.
So I have another mixing, stirred down drink myself.
Beautiful.
This is just going to be a classic old fashioned that we do. We call it the not so old fashioned.
Hey, dope. I like that.
We like to bring it back a little bit. So we just going to, it's a bourbon version old fashioned.
Yeah, cool.
So, I've got two to do. I forgot about that. I'm making one.
No, just make one drink and then split it between the two.
That's the one.
Because that's what I did for us. Because I
Good
was
work.
like,
If not,
holy
we
shit.
will
we'll
probably maxi taxiing.
Yeah, Well,
All right,
yes.
here we go. This is just a classic one, but I'll tell you the twist on this towards the end, where we get all that flavors in. So
Now, you are using Ezra Brooks, which is actually a really good. It's great bourbon brand.
we use Ezra Brooks in our speed rails as house bourbon. And
Yeah.
I've actually done a few other bourbon drinks with that. I've done a bourbon highball with that,
Yeah.
and I just think that the sugar level balance in that
Yeah,
actually not bad.
They do a really good
not
job.
Bad. I mean, Bullet Bourbons or Woodford, and the list goes on.
Well, yeah, and in terms of like Australian corn spirit, like we've got Upshot from Whippersnapper.
That's the one.
And it's very, very good. It's just a tad expensive, like compared to the other. It's hard to compete, kind of in that sphere.
Yeah.
Which is probably the toughest thing for those guys to compete with. Have you seen some other native Australian corn spirits?
There has been a few that have come in because I think bourbon's a bit of an untouched market. What vodka's been woken up again.
Yeah, for sure.
Gin's like killing the market.
And rye, like
and
Gospel.
Wine. And
Gospel have done some
I was
fantastic.
just about to say Gospel.
Yeah, so we had Zach on, and he's phenomenal. Yeah.
We actually have Gospel behind the bar. We use Gospel.
Gospel's huge.
Well, Gospel's amazing. Like for rye whiskey, fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got that going on. We're gonna have our classic little. We have to add a little bit of sugar. Little bit of sugar. If not, we won't be driving home today.
100%. Michelle's asked a very pertinent question, I suppose. Where does Apple get their amazing botanicals? Well, from a whole selection of different providers from all across the country. All of them are organic and sustainable providers of various botanicals because we're a certified B Corp. So we actually have to make sure that those farmers that we are getting it from, whether if they're local, fantastic. For things like strawberry gum, we have to go a bit further north.
It does. It's a bit hard to get. Unfortunately, we have difficulties trying to get to hold on to Australian botanics, but it's one of those things. It's seasonal. It comes and goes, and it's bit pricey in a way.
And it's also about trying to monetize and revitalize
and have like a
industry.
sustainable service supply coming into you all the time. But look, it's natural ingredients
for sure.
You have them, you don't, and you know. Yeah, it's a bit of a.
And the other cool thing about native Australian botanicals is that in order to, I suppose, educate yourself about them, is you actually have to speak to the indigenous communities of the area.
100%.
And the really cool thing about that, coming from a white Australian perspective, is that when you learn about that, you're gaining all of this culture that has 100%. Been here for 80,000 years.
100%.
So
the knowledge behind that is just crazy.
So we go from budgie, don't get me wrong, like the Budgie Smuggler level and like the Aussie Larrikin level is really
Larrikin
deep.
gin is really good gin up there. It's up there.
Really cool.
Very good bush tucker gin, but it's so aromatic in a way. Yeah. It's a big gin.
For sure. And like that level of story as well, like the Australian Larrikin, that's only like 150 years old. Whereas something like, but then when you compare it to like, hey, this is an edible plant that is out here and we've known about it for 50,000 years, that's another level. So when you actually go and learn about those things, it's incredible.
Next level.
Yeah.
Last but not least here, we have got our water seeds that's been roasted, dehydrated, and then we make bitters out of this little bad boy here in my cute little bottle. I've got label water.
Yes.
And all in there, I do a nice little, I like it, a little few dots in there.
Serve it up, serve it up.
I like a few dots in there. You get that little nutty, that little chocolatey, that coffee in the end.
Yeah.
Where a classic bourbon old fashioned, I think, on a twist on this little bad boy, it somewhat matches it. It brings in that flavor.
And Mr. Bitters did a cacao and macadamia bitters. And they also did a wattle seed bitters as well. Oh yeah, punch it. I fucking love wattle seed bitters. It's fantastic.
It's used a lot in wattle seeds in Australian kitchens with desserts and like nutting and I just feel
I know Stacey at Land of Plenty.
Oh yeah.
He does a marinated steak with wattle seed.
There you go.
Which is pretty off the chain.
Like a dry rub.
Like a dry rub.
Yeah, marinated.
It's insane.
It's out of control. And then when you burn it, you get...
Yeah, you get all that coffee and cacao. It's gorgeous. I tell you what, they just opened up Opal. It opened up today.
Oh, wow.
So you've got Land of Plenty up top on Carlisle Street in St Kilda. And down the bottom, they are doing takeaway bottle service featuring natural wines and all Australian spirits. And also in-house cured meats in St Kilda, alongside coffee and share plates.
Nice.
So please go and visit the guys at Land of Plenty and also at Opal, because I mean, basically Galar and Land of Plenty, you guys are like, for me, the future of the industry in terms of making Australian drinks and Australian cuisine.
We try. We try and celebrate Australia.
Yeah, but I mean that
we are making one drink into 2 parts.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's pretty heavy.
Yeah, but see, this is what I was really lucky to go to the Yarra Valley before lockdown.
Yep.
And I went to a beautiful winery. It's one of my favourite wineries called Seville Estate or Seville Estate.
The Seville Estate.
Yes, we say Seville because my family's from Europe, and we're like, yeah, let's do it. But they did a kangaroo tartare that blew my freaking mind, and I had to go and tell the chef that I thought that was the future of Australian dining. Because honestly, it is. It's like, why wouldn't we focus on this beautiful land that's around us, providing this vast bounty of things?
100%.
And like, why are we farming beef? Like, at the end of the day, it's like we've got camel. I know that sounds dumb.
Camel's getting out overrated at the moment.
Camel's delicious.
I've had camel's delicious, but camel down in WA, you know, it's going nuts.
Yeah,
they're everywhere. They're everywhere.
Yeah,
they're like possum.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, but they're feral camels.
Feral camels.
There's a shit ton of feral camels. And like, we need to control them, and like, a really good way is to turn them into a viable meat industry. That's the most sustainable thing to do. I know it sounds dumb and maybe a little bit cruel, but eat a camel.
Oh, sorry, babe, if you're listening to this one, I'm turning on. Yeah, I'm supposed to be going.
Okay, sorry about that. I got a bit impassioned
Got to be carried away. He's a European side of it.
No, I got a bit passionate about sustainability.
That's what camel.
That's what the core of it was about. Yes, the sustainable farming of camels.
Back to the drink.
Hashtag eat a camel.
Hashtag eat a camel. Last time I had a camel was a camel sausage. Not actual, but I worked in a place called I'm missing the word here. Which one was it? Glam cocktail bar.
Glam. Okay, yeah, cool.
Yeah, back in the days.
Yeah.
And they African themed restaurant bar.
Yeah.
Upstairs cocktail bar, downstairs restaurant. They had camel sausages, crocodile steaks.
Yeah, jeez.
Kangaroo steaks.
Yikes.
Like Galah, we do kangaroo suvas, we do crocodile nuggets, we do all the above things. But we've got some new stuff coming up.
And also emu is quite good as well.
Coming up. Yeah. It's a bit hard to get here and that.
Yeah, emu's hard to get. There's
and
not as many emus.
What's your take on emu taste? Like,
look, it's. I don't want to. Yeah, it's gamey. Look, a lot of the the Australian I suppose animals are quite gamey, but they're not bad, and they're really they're quite good.
We got game.
Anyway, exactly. Man, that's a hashtag. Hashtag we got game. 100%. That's we're starting that happening. We're starting that. Hashtag we got game. That's real good. So here we go. What do you call it?
Bourbon old fashioned with a bottle of chocolate bitters.
Yeah.
Not so old fashioned.
Oh man.
Like, next.
I mean, get out of town.
The next after. It's such a simple drink. What we do at Galah is we've got this. We also have like funny story. We're saying like all the beers that we collect in the bucket of the speed pot. It's not the one at the bottom, but we do separately when you overpour.
Yeah.
With beers, we make an apple beer syrup out of it.
Oh,
so again, sustainability.
Yeah. Sustainability.
Like we try and reuse everything, not the chicken from the bin.
Yeah, for sure.
But
funnily enough, you can. I know this is psycho, but you can, because the guys at Dandelion did it. The guys, they had chicken. Okay, no, this blew my freaking mind.
This is like what, like used chicken, or
yeah. So they use chicken wing. So they serve chicken wings on their menu, right?
Okay.
This is mental. This like blew my
Probably
mind.
Not at COVID times.
Don't try.
Don't
this,
do it at home.
Don't try this unless you know what
or
you're
in
doing.
kitchens, restaurants.
But no, what they did is they had chicken wings on their menu, and people were throwing out the chicken wing bones at the end of the night. And so
I can't wait for this. This is exciting.
What they did is they put them all in a metal drum, and then they dissolved them in phosphoric acid solution.
Okay.
And then they neutralized it using an alkaline solution. They then infused juniper into it, started a ferment out of it, and then distilled it in a rotovap, and then served it back to people as a gin in a cocktail called a bone dry martini. And holy crap!
Wait, did they garnish it with a chicken wing on it?
No, I'm not sure what they garnished it with, but my God,
wow!
That's
I
what
love
they
a
did.
good bone dry gin martini.
Look,
by the way.
yeah, 100%. But like I'm saying, like in terms of sustainability.
Oh wow! I need to call them.
Yeah, it's like next level.
You lost me at chicken wings.
Yeah, it's like at chicken wings.
Yeah,
chicken wings. Yeah, of course.
Well, that wattle seed.
Yeah, the water seed's gorgeous. And it gives you this beautiful finish. Like
it just
gorgeous.
I'm gonna have one more.
Throw it in there.
Let's throw it in there. Let's be. Yeah, get it.
Emu reminds me of wild venison, more intense than farmed. Yeah, for sure.
Very
absolutely
on point. On point, actually.
It has this beautiful structure as well. Like emu actually does have quite a good
that silkiness on the meat is how like you can't overcook it. Like, you don't overcook it.
Yeah,
If
exactly.
not, we'll be chewing for a while.
Hello, Marcus.
Marcus
Is it?
Vinkers
Yeah.
is one of the boys in the bar.
Hey, Marcus!
Hello, Marcus.
Welcome.
Okay.
Hope you're having a fantastic time inside. Cheers.
6 weeks.
Yeah.
5 weeks.
Baby venison. Yes, Michelle. 100%. Baby venison is the most tender venison. As I'm sure someone has said that before. That can't just be me who's coining that. And yeah, holy fuck, the full cycle of chicken teeny. It's
Chicken teeny.
Chicken teeny.
Chicken teeny.
Chicken teeny.
That's going to catch on. Chicken teeny is definitely going to catch on.
That's what it's going to be. Now it is time, since we have finished all the cocktails for this evening. Well, I wanted to ask you, what was your favourite drink out of the evening? And you're more than welcome to select your own. You don't have to be magnanimous and be like,
I'm
going to
be, no, I'm not. I'm not going to be up there. No, I'm not putting up big strings or blowing up smoke up your ass. The martinis. I was actually super excited about the Ramas, but I think the cream, me and cream, we don't kind of get along a little bit. Friends. Not friends a bit. The Martinez. The balance on the Martinez and that new vermouth. Yeah, the new vermouth, man. Yeah. Applewood's we're going to be giving them a call. Yeah, 100%. Well, we'll be giving you a call. It'll be fine. I want to play with that. That's some new, like, especially in winter. I think vermouth. I like to play with it. It's like one of those well-balanced mixture that you go in with like big drinks or whiskey or gin, but you can play. Yeah, there's room to play with it. For real. And I like that. Dude, mine was your first drink. Just off the chain. I love the cream. I love the foam. Look at this. It was gorgeous. I might be basic in saying that I like the lemon myrtle drink best, but it was damn fine. The next time when we're allowed to burn or blow that shit. Or a glass. Mate, well, it's just exactly. It's just it takes that drink to the next level because it gives you that crispy top. It's like you crack it. Oh man, so good. I'm so ready. But now, guess what, guys? It is time to play my favorite game, my second favorite game in the whole entire world. It is What's That Bitter Taste in My Mouth? Cue the basketball siren. What's that bitter taste in my mouth? Well there. Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah. I thought it was like effects coming out the back. Or... no, I always try. It's one of those things where I'm like, I thought you were hitting a button for it or something. Like, no, I was doing it with my mouth. So yes, can't wait to try the new vermouth. Absolutely, Damo. It's going to be really, really good. Can't wait. So here we go. This is our Amaro for the evening. Wow, it is dark. Help me out here, guys. This is tricky. It is dark. This is dark. It's tricky. It smells. This is the bad boy already. Woofed. Here we go. So, first thing that we always like to do is we always like to just have our first impression. Yep. Like, what do you smell? Like, what does it remind you of? Because for me, it kind of reminds me of Jaeger. Like, it reminds me of Jaeger, close there, but it's not Jaeger. You know what I mean? I think this glass is not washed properly. Sorry, the glasses are washed. Yeah. For God's sake. No, I'm Jesus Christ. No, you're right. It's got that. Got Jaeger, slight of that lift from Fernet almost like. Yeah. Okay. And it's kind of like a super strange combination between the two. Like it is like Jaeger had a baby with Fernet. Do you know this one? Do you know this one? Do you want to take a stab in the dark before I lead you on the next? No, go on. No, I think I might have got it wrong. Well, do you think it's Old World or do you think it's New World? It's a New World. Oh, you think it's New World? Yeah. Okay, so just to clarify, Old World is continental Europe, and New World is pretty much everywhere else, right? I'm going with New World. You're going with New World. Yeah. It's not. It's not. Old World. Shit, yeah. Damn it. What did you think? What did you think it was? Out of curiosity. Mr. Black's. Oh yeah, the coffee Amaro. Yeah, I'll tell you one really weird thing about Amaros. The color got me. Yeah, for real. And look, I totally get that, but here's the thing. Old World Amaros are always... No, they're clear. Oh. They're translucent. You can see through them, even though there's colour. Whereas Mr. Black's Coffee Amaro is unfiltered. You can't... because most New World Amaros are unfiltered. Because it was... I got that back taste. Yeah, that coffee. Yeah, for sure. And there's some coffeeness and there's some sweetness to this. Katerina, no, you will get your favourite drink at the end. Don't you worry, I have a very good drink planned. But yeah, so it's Old World, what we're tasting this evening. Now, it's continental Europe. Okay. Do you think that this is from Germany? Do you think this is from Croatia? Or do you think that this is from Italy? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
So this is tough.
This is another tough
This
one.
is a tough one. This is super tough. I think
Wait,
this is
Germany,
probably
Croatia, Italy.
Germany, Croatia, or Italy.
Italy.
You think it's from Italy? What makes you think, oh, this is from Italy? Just out of curiosity.
Just
like
the subtleness of it, the
Yeah.
way, the complex of the flavor in my mouth.
Yeah.
Like, and as you're saying, all world. And
Yeah.
I like Amaras.
Yeah.
Classic Amaras from
Yeah,
Italy.
for sure.
And I'm gonna actually 50-50 stab in the dark on 50 and 50 on the
100%.
taste.
Awesome. Luca, no. Unfortunately, it's not Italy.
Oh,
sorry about
damn,
that.
twice.
Damien,
Damn,
it's
man.
not Gameldansk. Gameldansk is a little bit lighter
Good one, Damien.
in terms of the color. It's from Croatia.
The only place I haven't been.
Yeah.
I knew it. I should have just went with that.
Oh, sorry, I've got to redo Instagram. Just give me a second. Oh, dear me.
Uh-oh.
Let me do this and be the giant head in the screen.
Uh-oh. We got this.
Here we go.
Hi, Henry.
Yes, so, funnily enough, it's from Croatia.
Should have just went with the
Would
middle
you,
one.
would you know? Would you
No,
know?
no.
Yeah.
Top of my head,
Top of your head? You
no,
have no
I
idea?
could not have picked that one.
Do you like it?
It's interesting.
It's interesting.
It's
Oh,
interesting.
okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I wouldn't say I'll jump off my seat and go like, fuck, I love it.
Yeah, for sure.
It's interesting.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
So
I
it-
would like to experiment more with it.
100%. So it is actually a bit of a flavor combo between Fernet and Jägermeister. If you actually have a look at the list of ingredients, they actually kind of share a few similarities. They have like this Venn diagram, and this sits right in the middle. This is from a Croatian distiller,
Okay, here we go. Finally. I was just sneak peek and looked at the bottle before.
and it's called
Ah!
Pelinkovac.
Pelinkovac.
That is the name of this little bad boy from
Oh,
Baden.
I'll be taking a good 60 ml off that tonight.
Oh yeah, please, yeah, feel free. So this is kind of a strange little flavor combination. So Pelinkovac, from my understanding,
31.
comes from pelink. So pelink is the Croatian word for wormwood, from my understanding.
Okay.
So wormwood is the base of it. Apparently, if you drink enough of it, you do
Hallucinate?
hallucinate or
Yeah,
something like that. I think that's bullshit. Personally.
Is that, yeah?
Yeah.
Ben's having a bottle.
But it does also have some gentian root in there as well, alongside some caraway. Yeah,
That,
so you
that
get
little
this,
earthy,
yeah, and there is some honey as sweetener, so they do have a bit of sugar in there as well.
And it's got
So-
chocolate, coffee in there too? Or?
No, there's no coffee. I don't think there's coffee
Maybe
from,
not.
from memory, but there is a large maceration of different herbal remedies, and this was originally a herbal remedy, which is
Nice.
pretty freaking cool. But we are going to need this for our next segment.
Oh, we have another segment.
Oh, yes, we do.
There we go. I mean, I
Oh,
wasn't even
dearie
aware
me.
of this.
So yeah, if you do actually have a chance to grab yourself this,
Yep.
and you want a Jägermeister replacement that isn't as Jägermeistery, that's actually very pleasant.
It's
comparison
way
to
more
Jaeger's.
pleasant to
Yeah.
what a Jaeger would be.
Absolutely.
100%. Cheers.
Cheers to everyone
Cheers,
at home,
team.
and gird your loins, because
Oh, wow.
boy oh boy, it's time.
What are we doing now? What are we doing now?
It's time for our favorite segment and my favorite game of the evening. It is time for Australia's funniest home cocktails. Again, it's like me pushing.
I
the
know. I
sample
love
brand.
the effects button.
I love the effects button. So, as we have said many times before, and as we shall say, fingers crossed, many times again, we have the wonderful Janae Neesonger joining us live from the internet to lead us through one of her drinks. Now, if you're not familiar with the story, Janae was an actor, an aspiring actor in Los Angeles when she was hired for a job where she had to make 150 cocktails in 2 days with someone else's specs. Wow. And so instead of doing the specs like she knew how to do because she was a bartender, she was unfortunately relegated to do them the way the production company wanted. Now, let's just say the production company didn't know what they were doing, but Janae Janae knew what she was doing.
Janae knew what's going on.
But Janae has now been immortalized as being probably one of the greatest bartenders of all time. So we are not laughing at her, we're laughing at the recipes.
I'm laughing with.
I'm laughing. So we have this evening a little bit of a change in programming. Usually on Mondays we do a blue drink, but I decided that was getting a bit tired. So instead...
There's so much of blue curacao in someone drink.
Instead, this evening, we are going to make a surfer on acid, which I'm just going to say I've never heard of, personally. No?
No. Never served on acid or...
Yeah, no, I've never heard of it. But what we do need... What we do need...
Edit.
No, it's all good. Yeah,
it's all good.
We'll fix all this in post.
Okay,
what we do need is these 3 ingredients. Now, the traditional ingredients are, of course, Malibu, Jägermeister, and pineapple juice, which we actually have.
This is not in anyone's shelves anymore.
This is a
especially
absolutely...
the colada version. Like, I love that.
This is a specifically terrible Malibu equivalent.
It's not even the original Malibu.
Oh no, this is cheap knockoff Malibu. So I'm gonna get you a shaker.
This is exciting.
I'm glad you.
I love this. This is the sneak attack at the end.
Yeah, I know.
I wasn't aware of this.
No, you were actually not aware of this at all. Jaeger Bombs premium mouth horns there. Yeah, absolutely. It is our favorite segment. Dear God, what a combo. Yes. So what I need you to do is I need you to watch this video.
Yes.
Then I need you to recreate it as best you can.
Okay.
You're not allowed a jigger.
I'm not allowed a jigger.
Because she doesn't use a jigger.
Holy shit. Okay, here we go.
Are you ready?
Here we go. All right, hit me.
Okay. Listen carefully.
Hi, I'm Janae from Mahalo.com, and I'm going to teach you how to make a surfer on acid. This shooter tastes delicious and will make you feel awesome. What you're gonna need...
I'm eating already. The way she said awesome?
No, it's just like,
awesome.
This shooter tastes
awesome.
Delicious and will make you feel awesome.
No.
It's some Jägermeister, Malibu coconut rum, and some pineapple juice. Then, of course, you can use a shot glass, but it's better to use like a shooter glass, which is a little bit bigger because of the fact that you have the juice mixture. So you want to make sure you have enough space.
Wow.
You need a shaker filled with ice.
Filled with ice.
And you're going to put
So if you can please fill your shaker full of ice.
We got this. So we can't... Oh, okay.
I would like you to split this between
Yeah,
two of us
yeah.
so we can both relish in the absolutely...
The surf.
Wonderful...
The awesomeness of the surf.
The surf. Indeed. Welcome to... Oh, Jesus.
Where'd you pull this
Equal parts of the Jägermeister and the Malibu rum. So we're going to go ahead and pour 1 ounce of the Jägermeister right into the shaker glass.
Into the shaker glass.
And then we're going to put 1 ounce of the Malibu coconut rum in there also.
1 ounce and 1 ounce.
And then 1 ounce of the pineapple juice. It's just equal parts of all 3 ingredients.
Oh my God, it's equal parts.
Equal parts. It's a Negroni.
It's a Negroni. It's
Once we get all
Negroni
3 ingredients in there, shake it up, get it good and cold.
Oh my God.
Look at that. We got this.
All right, now that it's good and chilled, we'll go ahead and strain that into our glass for our shooter. We'll see it's like a creamy substance.
Yeah, just a
And that is how you make a surfer on acid.
Wow.
There you go. There it is. Well done, Janae. Well done, Janae. So
Janae,
parts.
this is fantastic. Wow.
That's all you need.
I am going to need a ton of water after this.
Yeah, you are. You are going to need a ton of water after this.
Oh, so no jigger. We're not doing jigger.
No jigger. No. You just need
to straight dive in.
Yeah. So you need to try to repeat this as best you can.
Oh, wow, that's got a really beautiful smell to it.
It really does. It's really gorgeous.
Yeah.
Like in terms
like
of
you
like
open
a
Jaeger,
Jägermeister.
you're like,
yeah,
last
Jaeger has.
weekend.
Yeah.
Or the last time we had Jaeger. All right.
This is actually
we got
Pelin Kovac is actually quite nice. So
30 ounce.
30 ounce.
Oh, 1 ounce. 1 ounce.
Yeah. Cool.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah. All right.
A
Okay.
little bit more for love.
Yeah. Absolutely.
No poro too. Damn.
Yeah, man.
So used to poros.
Yeah, we don't mess around.
1 ounce of this Malibu coconut colada, which I think I may have went a little bit over.
Don't even stress.
Let's shake up our pineapple juice here.
Oh yeah, please. Yes.
You know,
oh well, that's the professional touch.
The professional touch when you go.
When you just lift it upside down.
Oh, you want that froth coming up?
Yeah, I do want that froth.
Oh, here we go. Oh, there we go.
That's nice.
30.
Alrighty.
I think this one's gonna hit.
Now it's time to shake.
Hit the sail run home.
Here we go. Let's do it, everybody. Oh yeah.
Oh, that sound.
Or it's better when you pour as she pours. Oh yeah, fair enough. No, usually I used to make my guests like pour when she poured, and they were like, okay, all right.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, nice. Okay.
We got this.
Yeah.
Oh.
Cool. I'm just gonna move this out of the way so people can see. Hey, man. You know what?
Oh my God! No way!
That looks like a real drink.
No way! Well, it's one-off shine, but
This is gorgeous.
I think we've got a little bit in that. Nah, we're dry.
That's all good. Here we go, people. So this is called
surfing on acid.
A surfer on acid.
Surfer on acid.
Which I don't actually
I kind
understand.
of thought it was surfing on acid, but no.
Yeah.
Why would you?
I don't really understand.
Anyway.
How the fuck would you stand up? Like,
why the
holy
fuck
shit.
would you get on a surfboard?
Yeah, exactly. That water, the water's really glistening. Yeah, exactly.
Let's have some Malibu.
Oh, dear me.
Well,
if this turns out to be good, we're going to fucking eat our words.
What do they say? Mahola?
Mahalo.
Mahalo.
Mahalo, everyone.
Here we go.
Here we go. Cheers. Cheers. One for the house.
Thank you. Cheers.
Holy shit. Whoa. Whoa.
That's actually not bad.
Whoa.
That's actually not bad.
Oh, whoa.
I think we've just come up with something.
Oh, man. I'm having an existential crisis.
Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen.
That's really good. Like, if someone gave me that in a bar,
I'm sure
I
it
wouldn't
tastes
be
better when
disappointed.
you're on acid, but...
But I also, I like, for some odd reason, I'm like, maybe we actually just picked the right products. Like, maybe Pelinkovac is way better than Jaeger.
I think Jaeger would have ruined that.
Like, Jaeger would have made this
the acid and the Jaeger would have just taken
would have
over.
destroyed it.
Would have taken over.
That's a bit of a banger.
That's a good shooter, though.
That's a bit of a banger.
That's a new shooter. Australia, that's a new shooter.
Oh, man.
Where did you get that video?
Oh, man.
Can you send me that?
Yeah, I'll send you that.
It's
I'll play
awesome.
I'll send you that. I'll send you that whole playlist. She has 150 of those.
Yes.
They're fucking sensational.
That is really good, though.
That's
like,
really
I'm actually
good.
surprised.
Guys,
compared to all the shit we made today,
Yeah.
that's actually not bad.
That's actually, like, even though we were going into this thinking that would be terrible, like, if
That's
you graded
no
some...
Australian botanicals whatsoever.
Yeah, no, this has nothing to do with anything. But
Nothing.
If you graded some nutmeg over the top of that,
Yes.
I'd accept that.
Yes.
I'd accept that.
On a shooter glass.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
That would be really yum.
Man, that's... and next to
actually-
galah.
Shooters on the menu.
More like coconut. Like, what if you went to town? What if you did like coconut fat washed Australian rum
Oh my god.
with like
And
a
then you
dark
add-
herbal liqueur?
Yeah, and then
like a
the
bit of
Pelinkovac,
Pelinkovac,
and then like some fresh pineapple juice.
freshly juiced pineapple juice.
Right. I really like that. I was gonna
I
go
mean-
like. I mean, no wonder no one.
This is
no
kind
one
of
has
hurting
Malibu
my
on the
soul.
shelf, but
But like, holy fuck, that's doable.
Ben, we're gonna make you one of this after this. It's
Yeah.
fantastic.
I want one, 100%, absolutely. I
Wow.
mean, my God, wait, was that Charles? Oh yes, right. Well, yes, please. You need to make yourself one.
Yes.
Holy crap, Pelinkovac, coconut
Don't
rum.
do it with Jaeger though. I don't think.
Yeah, don't do it with Jaeger.
Jaeger
Use
might overpower
Pelinkovac.
it. Oh,
Use-
Jaeger might just kill
Yeah.
that flavor now.
Use Pelinkovac. It's by Badel, so Badel Distillery.
And then you want to shake that pineapple juice to activate
Yeah.
it. You get a nice little froth on it, but still,
Oh my God,
that is
that's
not bad at
really
all.
good. Like, holy crap, that's actually not. That's not bad. But yeah, coconut fashion, or maybe. Oh no, I know what to use. Rum Diary Coconut Nuciferia. Use that.
Even,
Rum Diary Coconut Nuciferia.
but then with that Pelinkovac, like that's
Use
gonna be,
use Pelinkovac. Like use
Pelinkovac is
Pelinkovac.
going to be at the back bar.
Yeah, use Pelinkovac.
Sorry,
and then,
Jaeger, but
like fuck, what if you did like a death flip with it as well? With Pelinkovac.
Boom, boom. That's amazing.
I'm gonna
The
have to go
pineapple
rethink.
juice is just killing it right there.
Could you sub Nocturne for Pelinkovac?
Oh.
Maybe it
Maybe,
doesn't
but
quite
that,
have-
that herbal effect that's coming out
Yeah.
from that,
it's not quite there, unfortunately, Peter. Like Nocturne's a little bit too juicy for me.
Yeah.
Like Nocturne has a little bit too much red fruit, whereas Pelinkovac is
Where
very
that one
clean.
there, the laxity,
Yeah.
the lightness of it,
Yeah.
and then the pineapple juice that activates it, that gives it that nice little. That is actually not bad at all. I was not going to drink it.
I mean,
but-
I was deeply skeptical, but that is
voila.
that's a banger.
It's a banger.
Guys, G, thank you for joining me this evening. Well,
Oh, we're going to do the whole...
yeah, virtuals.
Yeah, my pleasure.
Virtuals. Thank you
for
so much.
having me on board.
Dude, you're so welcome. Please, head to the Galah Bottle Shop to pick yourself up some beautiful natural wine, some great local Australian wine, some great Australian spirits if you are based in Melbourne. Give them some love. Give Brogan's Way some love.
Thank you, Brogan's Way.
Yeah. Thank you, Brogan's Way, for hosting us again. They will be hosting us throughout this entire lockdown, which is incredible of them.
What
so
a wonderful area. What a wonderful bar. What a beautiful distillery.
Pay them some love.
Use
Henry at the checkout. You get 5% off. It's a really cool thing. This Wednesday, in Wednesday, we have... I'm sorry, I've got to talk about another guest now.
That's okay.
We have another fantastic guest coming up. It is Cara Devine from Bomba Rooftop.
Hello, Cara.
She's coming in. We are doing a whole bunch of different fortified wines on Wednesday. So fortified wine cocktails is going to be a lot of fun. So don't think sherry as in your grandma's cabinet. Think sherry as in
celebrate.
Fucking cool. We're going to be using some Australian cherries as well. It's going to be really a pair, if you will.
Bomba, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, and then later on in the week, join us Friday. We've got something very special planned for episode 69 because we had to. But yeah, Wednesday at 6:30. Please, we will be back here at Brogan's Way. G, thank you so much again.
My pleasure.
Oh.
Pleasure as always.
Thank you so much,
Thank you guys for watching.
Have a sensational evening. And now you get to enjoy this Steve Irwin saying, "Oh, that's nice. Here we go, and good night." Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
The sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother. Seven, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother.